Go ahead,
I
roll
rolled
a
a
d6.
6.
We're just going to divide it in half. So 1 to 2 is 1, 3 to 4 is 2, and so forth.
I rolled 4, so I got 2.
Okay, so you have 2 months worth of your salary.
All right.
All right, you are a street deal 6, which gives you street deal 6 gives you, so 2 months. It gives you $6 grand to spend on crap, or obviously pocket change as well. And as a solo, you're going to take whatever you roll and you multiply it times 2,000. So your D3 will give you. All right, Brandon, go for it.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so that gives you 3 months. So you also have 6,000. Congratulations, you're exactly even.
We are economic equals.
Nice.
Sort of. Even though technically you get paid better, but
Because I'm a solo?
No, as the fixer gets paid better, but then the fixer's the one that gets the job. They then farm it out to solos and such. So.
Oh, I see.
Fixers also, in many stories, are the loose threads that get fucking killed quick.
Because you're a thief, that's why. When things go sideways, what happens? Shank the thief, first off. Because chances are it's his fault that you had this job in the first place.
Yep.
Mr. White or whichever version.
Is Mikhail at a disadvantage because he doesn't have resources here in the U.S. because he's just got here?
Well,
I just got here. But
I know you definitely have an ability to like talk with people. I'm sure you have a high charisma.
Yeah. He will be able to make fast friends, that's for sure. He won't have any, hey, I know a guy. You won't be able to pull that card, per se. But, because he's not from here. But then again, once you guys get to LA, neither one of you will, so.
Yep. So basically,
I know a guy through gameplay.
So, from my understanding, take that 6,000 and buy gear with it.
Yep.
Any limitations?
Well, keep it reasonable. One thing to note: the time frame, since just to give you a heads up, since you're going to be going to LA, my LA is hot all the time.
Like hot temperature or hot crime?
Both, but definitely temperature high. So I keep armor to a minimum by just simply going, don't go real heavy on the armor, only because of the fact that you won't be able to wear it without taking negatives. Anything over SP 14, anything with a stopping power over 14, you're going to start taking negatives because of the temperature.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good to know. Personal suggestion for you, Turner. On page 68 is a very important list of things. You should get at least some of it. It's not all of it.
61 is your guns.
61. Yep. Okay.
So page 61 is the guns. That's probably a good place to start. Now, the one thing I will, to start the game with, I will say no to heavy weapons. You're not.
I figured I was going to start with a pistol anyway.
Yeah, you're not getting on this train with a Scorpion 16 missile launcher. So.
Does it matter if I have a heavy pistol or a medium
auto
pistol?
That I don't care about. That's normal. Pistol. Let's put it this way. Pistol. I'm a very big fan of pistols, which is another reason why I limit the armor people have, so that pistols are actually effective. I really hate games when somebody pulls out a pistol and everybody just shrugs it off. So.
All right. Can I start with Avenger?
Okay. Militech Arms Avenger. Good choice. Now, on the sheet, I did this with a character I was playing around with myself once. So make sure you're on where equipment there. You just click on the gear. Oh no, sorry, weapons. Oops, sorry. It defaults to the weapons. You'll see where it says like brawling damage, martial arts, blah blah blah, all that stuff. And where it says ranged weapons, just click on add. Now, it'd be really nice if this had drop downs for all the weapons, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Is it under items?
It's on that first, yeah, there you go, items. And then at the very bottom, you see where it says ranged weapons?
Yes.
Okay,
Click
so just
it.
click the add, where it says plus add.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
then
not doing anything.
Oh, uncheck the box.
Okay.
I don't know what the check box is for, frankly.
And then I
nice
type in
if,
multi.
It'd be nice if this came with some instructions. Oh, that's what Saturday Night Scuffle's from. It's from Cybergen. Okay. I'd forgotten about that. I haven't read Cybergen in so long. I knew it came from somewhere, but I wasn't sure if it was that or if it came from one of the other books.
What's the ammo type for it?
Hold on. I'll tell you right now. It is 9mm. Why not you?
What is AP?
AP is armor piercing. So.
Do I have armor piercing rounds?
Well, here's the thing about armor piercing rounds. Armor piercing rounds have a kind of a weird rule for it. They cut the armor in half for how much it stops, but then the damage that goes through that armor is halved because it doesn't mushroom out once it goes into the flesh.
I'm just gonna say no.
Yeah. Standard ammo is just simpler.
What about damage?
Damage on that is 2d6 plus 1.
2d6 plus 1. And then ace? ACC?
Oh, that's accuracy.
Accuracy.
Accuracy on that is 0.
Clips? ROF?
The ROF is 2.
What is ROF?
Rate of fire.
Oh, rate of fire. Cool.
For one action, you can fire 2 shots.
And
without
then
taking any modifiers.
And then very reliable, standard.
It's VR for very reliable.
Okay.
Number of shots is 10, by the way. So it's got a 10-round clip, or 10-round mag, I should say, not clip.
Range.
Bad habit. Don't call them clips, call them mags, because that's what they are. Clips imply a completely different set of weapon construction. So, but okay. So, all right. So that particular gun, that takes up 250 of your cash.
Do I need to put range?
50 meters. And that's like its effective range. Anything past that, you start to get into long range and start taking modifiers. In fact, where is my... There it is. My GM screen. Not that I've used one of these in forever, but it's nice to have it for reference just in case.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. So that takes care of one gun. Are you going to be a solo with one gun?
Solos are typically the people that have the trunk with weapons for options.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to get some gear when I get there. I guess
you're gonna have to stow stuff. You can always, there's always ways. I mean, you're gonna have a fixer with you. I mean, I know that's metagaming right at the moment, but you're gonna have a fixer with you. It's not hard for even solos. Know that it's not all that hard to find weapons on the street if you really need them. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're a level 5 solo, so you're not, 5 out of 10. You're a mid-range solo. You know you can buy guns, especially in Los Angeles. Great.
I just realized I've been going back and forth between tabs like an idiot. It's like, Alex, you have a second monitor.
Oh, I don't have that luxury. You want Mac 14? I see.
I'm gonna go back to the.
Yep. I'm gonna go with that and then a
guns.
pistol. Or I actually think I might go with a taser.
I thought it odd that they chose some of the calibers they did. It's like, Mike, I know you know guns better than this. 12 millimeter? Really? 50 caliber ammo? What the hell?
I was gonna, yeah.
What exactly are heavy weapons considered?
Heavy weapons would be like your, for example, grenades. Well, grenades, mines, flamethrowers, rocket launchers,
anti-material rifles,
RPGs. Yeah, the Barrett Arasaka light 20 millimeter is a anti-vehicle rifle, but it does a very nice job of taking out people from long range. As the phone company used to say a long, long time ago, long distance, the next best thing to be in there.
How often do flamethrowers backfire on you?
Well, it's a standard reliability, so it's not horribly unreliable. I don't think that's right. It should be an unreliable weapon, but that's just because flamethrowers are nasty. It's rude to do that to somebody. A very rude weapon. Then again, flamethrowers, nobody really uses flamethrowers anymore. You want to do a makeshift flamethrower? Sure, that's different. Get a can of hairspray and a lighter. Always a fun trick. So just so you know, when you get on these trains, these are going to be high-speed rail, of course. So what Mikhail would have done is you would have gone to, I had that on my phone. Where did I go? I had a map of the actual, the proposed, like what people want. Do I still have it? I think I saved it. Nah, I did not. Damn it. What? So basically, the high-speed rail goes from when you got there, whether it's somewhere on the eastern seaboard, you stop by the first. You're going to basically go through Chicago on your way to LA, and there's two routes. One goes through St. Louis. The one you're on is going to go through Chicago, which of course the Detroit one goes through Chicago also. So basically, you guys are going to meet in once you transfer over to when you stop at the when Mikhail is transferring from his train to the next stop, and then same as yours. So I did a little research on some of this stuff, and I got to see some things. It was a little different than I expected, but that's all right. I'll play with my style. I'm going to do it. It's going to be TV style, TV movie type style, the way I run things. So don't be surprised if things are not entirely realistic, but just remember this is a Hollywood production. So they rarely get things right anyways. I know. I lived in places. I used to live in LA, and they used to claim, "Oh, this is so and so." I'm like, no, I know exactly where that is. It's not at all in Switzerland. I can drive there from my house.
Yeah.
In fact, the VA hospital across the street from my parents' house growing up is used as the outside shots for like when ambulances pull up for Grey's Anatomy. So they claim to be in Seattle. They're actually in the San Fernando Valley. That same hospital was used to double as the American Embassy in, oh God, what the hell's the name of it? The movie that Ben Affleck did about the people who tried to go in and went in to rescue some of the hostages and get them pulled out by pretending.
Argo.
Yeah, Argo. Yeah. So they used that. It was in an episode. It was a bio-research facility in Belgium, I think it was, or Brussels, or something like that. It was Geneva. Sorry, it was supposed to be in Geneva, and it was for an episode of Alias. So same building. Like, yeah, it's not in any of those places, and it's a VA hospital on top of that. So it's a Veterans Administration for veterans and stuff. So, anywho, so basically, what's going to happen is you're going to get on the train. You guys are going to basically sort of run into each other once you're on the new train after transferring from your previous stop in the Chicago Union Station. So So keep in mind, when you are on these trains, you do have to stow your weapons. You are not allowed to open carry on the trains. Just because, if nothing else, the train company doesn't want their precious trains damaged.
Yep.
I guess I'm carrying since I'm packing to go to Los Angeles. I just have a duffel bag with me.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you're not. I mean, they're not terribly worried about terrorists because, again, so much of the culture is armed that they're not worried about it as much anymore. And frankly, the U.S. government on that part of the country doesn't have the resources to be able to, TSA everybody like they do now. They're still worried about trying to maintain their small stranglehold that they have on the eastern seaboard.
Yep.
Since since states like California have separated away, and
All right, I have a AKR-20 medium assault rifle.
okay, oh, good Russian weapon.
I forget the mono knife. Is that armor piercing?
I do believe it is. I think all knives are armor piercing. But let me check real quick. Mono knife, you said?
Yeah. I can't remember.
Doesn't say, but yes, I will say it is.
I kind of recall that being like the whole point.
Yeah, well, the mono knife, the mono katana, knives in general, depending on what kind of armor it is, mind you. The mono weapons, yes, it's always AP. But in terms of the, however, now this may be a house rule, but the way I'm going to play it is, unlike bullets, melee weapons do not get the damage cut in half after they cut through the armor, especially the mono weapons, because they're basically, low-level lightsabers. But when you get to like hardened armor, a regular knife, for example, would not. That would not be armor piercing, unless you're stabbing with it. If you're slashing with it, it's not. But because like Kevlar, for example, sucks against, unless it's got a plate insert, it sucks against knives. Knives go through it right because it just slices up the fibers. But that's the way they fix that is with most armor nowadays is they've got usually either ceramic plate or some other form of hardening on the inside to prevent knives from stabbing you.
Yeah.
You don't want to get stabbed
because the old school like Vietnam era, like the post Vietnam era Kevlar was literally just the Kevlar, and so bullets would stop. Hammers, punches, that kind of thing would stop. But you stab it with a knife, it goes right through it, pretty much.
You don't want to get stabbed. What was it done for?
Yeah.
Do I need to say anything about cyberware or gear?
I'm sorry?
Do I have to say anything about cyberware or gear?
It's next. That's the next section is after the... Oh, and then ammo. Buying ammo, you had a... What did you get? You got pistol? Is that heavy? No, it's a medium. Okay, so medium pistol. Medium pistol ammo is $15 for a box of 50.
Okay, so it's $15. So I write that down.
Yeah, so if you put like 5 boxes, that's what, $75?
Okay, yeah. I'll buy 5 boxes.
So that's $75.
And what about the AKR? How much is the bullets for that?
AKR.
Assault rifle. AKR-20, medium assault rifle.
Yeah, $40 for a box of 100. So $40 for every 100 rounds.
So I'll spend 20, 40, 60.
So
$100 for 5 boxes.
In your duffel bag, you can pretty much buy as much as you want.
So it's about $100 for five boxes.
5 boxes would be 200 actually.
So I'll get 3 boxes.
All right, there you go. $120.
120. All right, let me add this up.
All right. Go for it.
75.
All right, Kyle. I see you have your 2 weapons, but You don't appear to have any ammo.
I'm doing that right now, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I have these guns. I'll give you a throw at you. That's all I got.
Actually, also, how many fucking rounds does this thing hold? I'm assuming it's 30.
I
30 is
think
always
that's-
the magic number.
So I've spent $820.
20. Okay.
Yeah, 20 shots. But it's got a rate of fire at 10. So.
So after buying my guns and ammunition, it's 820 minus from 6,000.
Ain't bad. So I got plenty of money. Okay, so now on to body armor. So if you want to avoid any, shall we say, heat-related entanglements, you can go as high as a light armor jacket. I always love it. Cloth or leather, SP0. Really? Never would have guessed. What? Those jeans don't give a 1 point of stopping power?
No, they don't.
They're really
Thanks for asking.
Maybe if they're really, really starchy. Oh, and I will let you guys have your duffel bags or backpacks or whatever it is, being the armored variety, and those would have a. I'll give them the equivalent of a flak vest, which is 20. That's different. That's carried rather than worn, so it's not.
Yeah.
But it's like a shield, basically. You got to almost carry it, hold it up to hide. I mean, you're still better off to, find a nice pillar or dumpster car to hide behind. But
Yeah.
so if you're looking in the book, page 67 has the body armor. And then there's 68, which is the gear, regular stuff. This is really old school. They make you pay for clothes. Wow, you get off easy. $50 is maximum price for mirror shades? Assuming of course, you're not going for high fashion in this case. It's times 4 of that. As they say, it's better to look good than feel good. So.
What? Anything is better to feel good.
Anyway, I'm running.
Where is there a spot in here to put armor?
On that sheet? Let me look. I could have seen it.
I'm not seeing it.
Warren. It doesn't tell you what type, but you can put your SP on there. There's a gear. So what I would do is this: go to see where it says equipment, the cache, and all that stuff, and just the gear.
Just add it to gear.
You just put it to gear, add it there, but then just put the SPs in the appropriate places.
Oh, what? I really need to start deducting the money real quick before I lose track.
That's a good idea. Yeah, you want to accidentally overspend.
Oh, that's not likely. I'm going to keep a reserve of cash.
I can't imagine you're going to run out of cash with six grand. That's an awful lot of money.
It is quite a bit.
Unless you buy a car.
I mean, I'm going to need a rental.
Yeah, that's what you need cash for.
Yep.
I mean, you can buy a car outright for $6,000.
Very true.
However, these trains do not allow for travel of those kinds of vehicles.
Well, I figured I'd get one once we got to LA.
Should I be able to see? Should we be able to see each other's character sheet?
I thought you could.
Should be fine.
I mean, right now I can just see your bio and info. Or is it not necessary for me to know that stuff?
I don't give a shit. You can look at it.
Yeah, well, let's just. Okay.
For Buddy Cop, it's fine.
Okay.
So when you have larger groups, and you have the referee trying to sow some dissension in the ranks, and
no sweat.
All right, hold on. I got one of them edited. Let me get the other one. There we go.
I figure I might as well ask as many questions as I can.
All right, so now you should be able to see each other's character sheets in full.
Okay, cool. Uh-oh, I can change his stuff.
Don't do that.
Control. Well, in order to make sure you could see everything, I had to give you control. So.
Okay. I won't change anything.
He says now. It's so weird. I could have sworn last time.
I promise not to cheat because I know we're gonna be faced up against some really savage enemies, and I'm gonna slip them some ammo.
I make no promises.
No, I won't. I'm not a cheater.
The one thing I love here is they do have a phone call here. Data term use, whatever, right? Payphone calls. Payphones.
Oh gosh, you have to pay per minute?
Standard phone service.
What? Still
makes you pay per minute. Pay per minute is using a data term. That's like a computer, like a.
Yeah. How about the fact that a cellular modem?
The cellular service is $100 a month. I'm like, what? We have to remember this was written in 1990. 1991, somewhere around that range. That's right. Having a cred chip account costs you $20 a month. Though they got about it right. He about got it right on the health plan. $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
And
that reminds me. I'm in America. I need to sign up for Trauma Team.
Trauma Team is an extra $500 a month. Oh, who's the other company?
Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna have a health plan. That's a worthy investment.
There was another company besides Trauma Team. I don't remember the name.
REO Meatwagon.
Yes, REO Meatwagon. That's right. It's funny that I forgot about that because
they're smaller though, if I remember.
I live in Champaign, and REO Meatwagon.
Whoever keeps moving around my character sheet.
Sorry, I was trying to look at it. I was just
I know, but I'm trying to change it.
My bad. Sorry about that. I'll just go back to my character sheet. How about that?
That's good.
Yeah, like I said, it's funny that.
Actually, now I can't. Now I think we share it.
We shouldn't. If you go back to yours, it should be.
No, if I click on my character, it's still your stuff.
That's weird. All right, well.
Oh wait, no. It's just over top of it. My bad. I'm just gonna exit out of yours. Go ahead. You guys do that.
Go.
It was just overlapping.
Got it. It's weird. For some reason, I can't view both character sheets simultaneously. I can only look at one at a time. I don't know.
I can look at them both at the same time.
Yeah, I just don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why.
How much does it cost for the Trauma Team implant?
Oh, implant. Oh, crap. Hold on. Un momento, por favor.
I'm just gonna make one of the gear entries lifestyle expenses.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Because I'm gonna probably rock a lot of that.
Oh, that's right. It's not in there. I forgot. My crap isn't there. I have to go look at the trove.
Wait, air? Does that mean air like for filling tires is $5 a minute?
No, that's it. In certain cities, the air is so bad.
Oh, all right.
Oxygen.
That I was gonna say that'd be a chip. That's a hell of an inflation. You're charging me $5 a minute for air?
Yeah, for air. But that's pure air. So
yeah.
Where's pure air? I'll say the Trauma Team link is $100.
All right.
Because it's the same price as like a data term link or a machine link or any of that stuff. Sounds about right. At least until such time as I can actually find it. Because I know it's in one of the Chromebooks, I think. Well, I should say, I think it's in one of the Chromebooks.
I feel like it was in the core book, but maybe not.
Is it?
I don't remember.
All right. Well, you know what?
You look at Chromebook if you want. I'm going to look.
I'm looking at the Chromebook. I'm in corporate book number 1. So.
What are lifestyle expenses?
That is. Go back. It's on the gear page, which I think is 68. Yeah, 68 lifestyle. It's third from the bottom. Right above. It's housing, groceries, and lifestyle. Oh, here we go. It is in Chromebook, or it's in corporate book 1. It's on a bracelet. It's actually not a.
Oh, really? I know there's an implant thing that you can get, but I'll take a bracelet.
This one here for corporate, it mentions, I found it here on page 65. It's amazing. There's only 7 uses of the word trauma in the entire book, but makes it easy to find.
How much is it?
Bracelet. It says a bracelet serves in a dual role of style and function. It's fashionable in either silver or gold. The IEC logo. Oh, that's for International Electric Corporation. They said it comes with the chips may be read by, as an embedded chip with the wearer's complete medical records and history on it, read by Trauma Team. I would say that's included in your $500 a month Trauma Team.
All right.
So don't bother spending any money on it.
But they charge you a premium if you don't return it at the end of your service.
Well, right. Well, now this has it as it basically, it's always something you wear. So rather than implanted, I would imagine what happens is it's kind of like when you get I used to have many years ago, I worked at Sony and they gave me I applied for and got the American Express corporate card. And so all they did was just shut it off when I no longer had it. So, which works for me. It's funny, the list of restaurant meal is $20.
Yep.
And that says, oh no, sorry, fast food meal, $5. Really? The only place I can go to get a fast food meal for $5 is like Wendy's. I order off the 4 for $4 menu.
Ordering for yourself and
then that's, oh, I see. Okay, never mind. Those are sit down restaurants. That's still expensive for For a fair restaurant, it's $40. An excellent restaurant would be 60. That I can see. I've actually been in places where $60 would be nothing.
Remember that one breakfast where all of us combined?
I wasn't there.
No, but you remember the bill.
Yeah. The Ritz Hotel. What were you expecting? It's in like St. Louis, the Ritz Hotel in St. Louis. They wanted to charge. It was over $100, I think it is, per person for the breakfast buffet. And it wasn't any better than going anywhere else. Like you could have gone to fast food and got the same.
I literally looked at the menu. I got like French toast with drink. I
That's
could have
horrible.
made that at home.
Horrible, overpriced.
And the entire time it was miserable.
And you
the
pay
whole
extra.
place. Yeah, the entire time it was horrible because the whole area smelled like eggs and coffee, which made me really nauseous. I couldn't even enjoy the food I was eating.
What are we working on now?
Gear and if you need, if you're on the cyber.
I'm about to be on a cyberware.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't write anything for gear. I don't know what else to put.
All right. For right now, just set aside $500 and you can basically pull stuff out of your backside if you want. So.
All right. I'll put that in the
that way
description.
you'll have your $500 worth of stuff, you know, and then you can, like I said, I like to play fast and loose and stuff. I don't necessarily feel the need for you to spend every dime that you've got on a bunch of stuff. Just you can set aside a bunch that is for quote gear, and
What
then
about-
you can have pretty much whatever you want.
Okay, what about cyber?
Cybernetics, that's a whole other kettle of fish. All right, so now we go down to where the heck is that? Why are there no page numbers on here? You suck, Mike. But 76 is where it would be. You go to 75 and scroll down one more page, you'll see the cyberware list. And now let's start with some basic questions. Do you want stuff to be visible or not visible? I mean, you're thinking like things like implants or stuff that's going to be like controlled by your spinal column, allowing you to connect with devices. Because there's all kinds of boosters and links and stuff that you can get. You have to have a neural processor first, which basically is a computer chip in literally a computer, motherboard type thing inside your body, which is then connected to your nervous system and stuff, allowing you to control things effectively.
Yeah, I want to be able to connect to like data terms and.
Right. So like the neural processor, I almost recommend everybody should have. That should almost be standard, right? Spend $1,000, you get the basic processor, and then you just add on stuff to it. There's no limit that you can have with adding on different things other than your humanity, of course.
So I put neural processor?
Yeah, so just put basic processor, and then it has a humanity cost of 1d6.
Is it basic or standard?
Basic. Fine.
Basic neural
Honestly,
processor.
I don't remember whether they updated these things. Somebody was asking about, hey, what happens to buying new ones? Shouldn't you have to upgrade your new ones after so often?
Humanity lost?
Humanity lost is 1d6. So go ahead and roll it.
4.
Okay, so that's what your humanity loss is going to be. Now, the way it works is your empathy stat, you basically multiply that times 10, and that's how much total humanity you have.
Okay.
So as you lose points, for every 10 points of humanity loss you have, your empathy.
Do you happen to know the price for the basic neural processor?
Yep, basic neural processor, and now you can add on things like speedware boosters or the Krensikov booster, paint editors, olfactory boosts if you want to smell better. And I don't mean smell better because of you smell nice. I'm talking about your actual sense of smell is better. You can increase your tactile senses. There's things like interface plugs that will allow you to connect to things like data terms and whatnot.
Yeah, I want an interface plug.
Okay. Interface plugs cost $200, and it's a D6 for a pair of them. Now you can have multiple pairs of interface plugs. Most of the time, most people don't need more than one. All right, so you lost one. So far, you lost a half of empathy.
So it's a 5 total?
Just listed it, 5 total that you lost.
And can I get some kind of cybernetic in one of my eyes or both of my eyes so that I can
They do
record video?
the way they do the eyes is you do them separately. It's per eye, and each eye can have up to 4. You have 4 slots basically. However, some things take 2. Like the video camera, the digital camera, and the micro video optic supposedly take up 2 slots. I think that's ridiculous. They only take up 1, in my opinion. And yes, you're going to get way more than 20 images in your break. 20 images. Oh, how times have changed.
All right. One of the implants I want is actually from Chromebook 2.
Okay.
It's just that's the arm holster thing. What is it called?
Ah, yeah, that's fine. Actually, that's one of mine.
Oh, is it the quick draw arm holster?
Yep. Yeah, a friend of mine came up with it. He went for his character. It was like the only thing he really had. Now that's a cyber arm option.
Oh, so you need to have cyber arm?
You have to have cyber arm for that.
I'll do that. That's fine.
Well, they're not just going to rip open part of your arm and allow you to have a pocket there.
It's like
Why
RoboCop.
not?
Is it like RoboCop?
No, it's more like those like in a lot of gambler movies or whatever. It's like the Derringer that's like hidden in your up your sleeve. Same kind of idea, except it's hidden inside your forearm.
Yeah.
It actually came from a player of mine. That's what he wanted. Is his only. He didn't want a gun built into it. He wanted to be able to have a gun that he could hide in his arm.
My guy's gonna use it to hide his knife. Huh?
Oh my god, did you guys stop?
Yeah, that's a perfectly good idea. It's basically the cybernetic version of the Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade.
What are memory chips?
Something like that.
The memory chips, those are for things like, so memory chips would be for any intelligence skills, like certain kinds of skills that require mental stuff, whereas the reflex chips, those are the ones that require physical things. So like, I want to have Kung Fu on a chip. I just plug it in and look, I know Kung Fu.
Oh, I want a reflex chip.
Now, reflex chips are fine. You just basically, the cost is going to depend on the skill, like what level you want it at. I think the typical maximum is like 3 or 4. I have to look on that again because I don't remember. Chipware, here we go. Okay. Where's the limit? Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
So do I put digital recorder?
Well, so first you got to buy 1 cyber optic. You determine whether it's your left or right. And then it would have, for the built-in, one of the options would be the digital recorder.
Okay, I'll say right eye. Do I...
Okay. And that has a, oops, that's audio. Yeah, so for each eye, it's $500 just for the eye, and then 2d6 humanity loss.
Where's the fucking...
Yes, because the more machine-like you become, the less human you are. Mm-hmm. It was a good mouse. And this also just done some
Marcus, can you help me with my gear or my cyber, like on my character sheet?
Like where it goes on the sheet?
Sure. Yeah, am I doing this right?
Yeah, so under the okay, so humanity loss, that would be whatever you roll. And then the price, obviously. Now the price in this case would be, well, actually I would change, okay, so this is what I want you to do. Where it says, will you have video recorder? You're gonna move that to your description. Basically, that's where you're gonna put all of the options it has. And you don't need to get into the specifics of like how much hours or whatever it is. That's just fine. Just put in video recorder. And then put under name, I would put, right eye. Not the short description, but the actual description. So.
Oh. So This is fine, right?
Yeah. Put just right eye. Just right eye. That's all you got to do. So you're gonna have more than just a video recorder, or do you want other things too?
I don't know. I've never played Cyberpunk before.
All right, so let's do this. Here, I'm gonna delete the video recorder for a moment. I'm gonna move it. Okay, so that's your first option. Now, you've also got things like color shift is ridiculous. I don't know why they'd even to have that take up a slot. The ability to change your eye color. Really? Come on, man.
I don't want to waste anything.
Yeah. Image enhancement would give you a plus. Remember in the original RoboCop?
Actually, if you're trying to pretend you're someone else, that would make sense that you would want your eye to change color.
Should that really take up an entire slot of when you only get 4?
No.
I used to actually throw out the 4 option limit. Put as much as you wanted. It's technology. Come on. The stuff doesn't need to eat up all that stuff because a lot of the stuff is software related anyway. But so like for example, image enhancement, which could make it, sharpen the picture so you get a +2 awareness if you're looking around at something. If you're trying to read a license plate or something like that. The targeting scope, which would give you a +1 on your. Now this says +1 on smart gun attacks. That means you just have to buy the smart gun link as well, which is the rules on this are fine. To me, the targeting scope is a +1 on all ranged attacks. Forget about smart guns. So if you take target scope, you get the RoboCop smart, his targeting.
Okay, computer. I want that.
All right, so that would be targeting scope. That one's $400 and it has a humanity loss of 2. I'll just go ahead and put it in here for you.
Thank you.
Targeting scope. Scope, not score. All right, so wait, what's the video recorder eat up? Video recorder eats up 0.5. All right, so there's also teleoptics, which would give you a 20x zoom.
I wanted the image enhancement.
Oh, you do want the image enhancement, okay. All right. Image enhancement. God bless America with my stupid typing. All right, and this is going to be. Okay, so now we're at image enhancement is a 1, targeting scope is a 2, that's 3. What'd you actually get for the, have you rolled for the eye yet?
The last thing I rolled was a 2, but I haven't rolled since then.
Okay. Did you roll 2 dice and get 2?
No. I'll roll again.
Yeah, roll 2 dice.
3.
You got total of 3?
No, 3. I rolled a 2 and then I rolled a 3.
Okay, so that's 5. So that's 5.
What's 1d6 divided by pair?
No, that's 1d6 per pair. That's what that's supposed to. So if you get 2 sets of things.
Well, it's interface plugs, so.
Yeah, most people only do 1 set of plugs. It's only the really crazy characters that have more than 1. And those are usually only, net runners and stuff, so, or techies.
Oh, so they can do like multiple interface things. Okay, yeah, I don't need that.
So you could, for example, I could be plugged into 2 different devices, and then 2 smart guns or whatever. Anyway, so and then we're gonna do. Okay, so hold on. We had 5 for that, and then there's 2, 3, so we're at 8 so far. 8.5 actually. Of course, this character sheet doesn't allow for a half, so. So we're basically at 8.5. And the question is, do you want anything else? Do you want to add any telescopic vision? Do you want to have the LED screens like, Terminator had, where you can basically get it's like a heads-up display in your eyes. So that would give you like ammo counts if you have a smart gun and
yeah, that would be cool.
Okay, so then that makes it 9.5.
When I'm playing, will you help me remember that's what I'm seeing, or?
Well, so I'm just gonna put that on the character sheet here. So times square mark.
And then I was just looking, and I'm definitely gonna need. I want for what is it? Neuralware, chipware socket.
Yeah. Well, hold on. We'll come back to that in a second. All right. So I put in here Times Square Marquee and I put in parentheses HUD because that's what you see with your eye. Oh, it disappeared on me again.
If he has that particular box selected, it might be canceling out your inputs.
Okay.
So sorry. I've had that issue with like Google Cloud stuff before.
Okay, and now I'll click off of it. There, it's now there. So it's probably why we both had it selected. Okay, so there's those things. So right now you're at, I'm going to just call it 9. So. Oh, cool, finally, hearing back from other people.
Okay, I got a question for you because I've always been curious when I've read through this before. Body plating, what does it actually look like?
The body, which one? Are we looking at the one in the main book?
For cyberware, yeah. Body is that just the metal plating?
That's your Robocop look.
So it's like bulky.
Yeah, it's really obvious. Okay. Like the face plate, for example, is literally metal plating on your face. The cowl covers the back of your head. That's your Darth Vader situation. So if you took all of those, including the sensor extension, aka rabbit ears, you'd look like whatchamacallit from.
All right, sorry guys, bathroom break.
Briario's. All right.
You'd be Briario's from, except you wouldn't though, because he's actually a full body conversion.
Yep.
This is just simply looking like a full body conversion. That's for somebody who wants to look like they're
General Grievous, basically.
I'm just trying to get rocks.
Yeah, trust me, you'll get some attention if you buy body plating. Don't recommend it. That is literally putting a shoot me sign. Honestly. To me, those are always end game, type stuff. When your game is you're playing in the +8, +9, +10 range for your skills, and sure, go ahead, buy body plating. Why not?
Other question: cyber weapons. Do cyber weapons alone need like cyber parts, or are those just separate?
Well, the cyber weapons, if you're on the last page of the cyberware lists, those are, it says right in the next column, built into cyber limbs.
Not those ones.
Launcher, micro missile launcher, and so forth.
No, I'm talking up at the top where we're looking at vamps and slice and dice and stuff.
Right, you're talking about the slice and dice and the scratchers and
slice and dice specifically.
Yeah, slice and dice. That's the one that you like. The nail of your thumb is the weight, so you just flip it around.
Oh yeah, a slice and dice is a weapon I'm very fond of and enjoy in Cyberpunk.
And it's in the it's in the game. It's going to be 2077. So
I know. I was so excited when I saw that.
Calling it, but nice glowy thing too.
The thermal katana looks weird. Like I gotta know. Like it's like the mono katana is not cool enough. We need to glow it. We need to make it a lightsaber.
Would it be on your katana if you could?
I mean, it is cool, but it's like...
What does it look like a lightsaber, damn it? Because that's how I'm going to use it.
I mean, I'm happy to see. I did notice that there is regular mono katanas in there, too.
Yeah. So. I had a feeling that's an upgrade. So
probably.
So things like the big knucks and the wolvers, no, those are just built into your body. Big knucks is literally having your knuckles replaced by steel. But they're a little, they're obvious, I'm actually shocked that they did the wolvers. I really am. It's just kind of funny.
Yeah, I know. I feel like wolvers kind of got replaced with the mantis blades in 2077.
No, only because the Wolverine blades are too obvious, and I'm sure.
Oh, well, they're way too obvious.
Yeah, I mean, I literally built. I actually took and used the Cyberpunk rules to build Logan as a solo, and he had without giving him cyber limbs. It was all just built up and skin weave and all that stuff. Oh my God, was he expensive? But I gave him absolute minimum. He had to start with a 10 empathy, and he gave him absolute minimum cost on all the cybernetics, and he still managed to have like a 5 or 6.
Jesus.
So, yeah, he had everything. He had nasal filters and the whole 9 yards. I think I replaced both of his eyes as well.
What about ears? Can you?
Oh yeah, this is audio.
I was wondering about. Do I have the ability to turn on and off like like sonic hearing?
There is if you buy a cyber audio unit, it does replace your ears. It's a 2d6 humanity loss, and it has no option limit.
Oh no, I don't want to replace my ears. I'm not going to do that.
It's actually the internals of your head. It doesn't replace the actual external ears. It's just the inside. It basically replaces
it's so creepy.
Yes, it is creepy. Well, that's why it has a humanity loss of 2d6. I mean, it's you're literally replacing your ears with microphones. It's like
no thanks.
You do things like crazy things, like you can have radar detectors and homing trackers and voice stress analyzers, sound editing. You can do.
I already replaced an eyeball.
Amplified hearing. I mean, if you want to be, you could. Let's put it this way: if you put cyber audio in, you can go full on Daredevil, pretty much, with it.
Actually, it would make sense if I would replace my bad eye, wouldn't it? Like my non-dominant eye.
Well, that's up to you. Whichever eye you want. I mean, I usually recommend. I personally think that if the cybernetic loss, the humanity loss, should very likely have been based on, okay, I was in combat, I got injured, I had my eye replaced. That should have much less than I walk into a clinic and go rip out my eye and replace it with camera.
Okay, well maybe there's some backstory there, but I'm not worried about that right now.
Replaced with a piece of steel, that's going to eat up way more humanity than if it was blown off in an explosion. All right, hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I got to take care of a small family crisis.
Okay.
Bugs.
I'm almost done. I don't know about you, Turner.
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Sweet. How much do you have left? I got like 2K.
I don't. Money?
Yeah.
I haven't added up.
You should add that up as you go, for sure.
Can you help me with my character sheet?
Yeah, give me a second. What about it?
I gotta add a video recorder, targeting scope, enhancement image, and Times Square marquee HUD for price. The humanity has already been taken care of, but we haven't done the price for all that.
I mean, it's right on the list.
We had a small invasion of a cricket, so.
A small invasion of a cricket?
Yes, in the bathroom, no less. And it was one of those kind of moments. So, it has since been dealt with.
Interface plugs.
So the question then, Beckons, Brandon, did you want to get cybernetic audio also?
No.
I'm gonna add up the price of your eyeball first while I'm doing that. So, all right, 500, 800, 1200, 1500, 1800. So okay, so you have an $1,800 eyeball. Look at that. Eyes get expensive quick. Oops, I put that in the wrong place. Okay, and okay, basic neural processor. You got interface plug, memory chips, chipware socket. Okay, so the chipware. Now the memory chips themselves, they don't have a humanity cost. They just basically, what kind of memory chips do you want? These would be intelligence and mental-based skills. So like things like knowledge of, I've got U.S. maps or, whatever. So.
Yeah, okay, so I'll have an internal GPS.
Okay. So you basically you want. We'll just give you maps. At what level you want it at?
What do you mean?
Basically, when you buy a memory skill, you're literally buying a skill. This is a skill your character doesn't have, but you have as a result of the chip. Kind of like it's exactly like in the Matrix when he gets that sudden rush and he's like, I know kung fu.
Yeah.
Same kind of idea.
So
You
can
know,
I have like a basic knowledge of all martial arts?
that would be yeah. That's not a memory chip. It's just the other kind of it's the other kind of chip. That's the reflex chip. But you
Do
want
I
to
have a
have
reflex chip? Or can I get
it
one?
wouldn't be all unless you if you want to take if you take a memory skill of martial arts, that means you'll be able to look at it and go, yep, that's wushu, that's capoeira, whatever.
Yeah, that would be
You'll
cool.
know the knowledge of martial arts, but you won't be able to do martial arts.
No, oh, so I won't have knowledge to do it.
Right. This is memory chips are specifically think of them as a knowledge skill.
Okay, well I
Okay.
definitely want GPS maps.
Okay. All right. Maps. Let's give it to you at we'll do +2. How's that?
Okay.
All right. You want any other skill? By the way, good use of memory skills are things like I want to know languages, for example. Those are excellent for memory chips.
Yeah,
You know,
languages.
Japanese, Russian, Albanian, whatever you want.
Okay.
But
My
it is one
goodness,
of those
if you are
situations that is specific. So like you go into, you go into the store and you go into Best Buy and you go, hey, I'd like to buy can I buy Albanian, for example? They're like, yeah, sure, no problem. What level you want it at? And it's level of expertise.
Can I have a memory
Basically.
chip to read code? Like computer code?
Oh, computer code? Yeah, sure. I'll give you a computer. I'll give you. Let's call it computers. What level?
3.
Okay, 3. The only thing that's going to be is basically cost. So,
Well, what's the maximum?
well, maximum is whatever you want, but when you get into anything harder than +3, it gets expensive.
Okay, I'll
Because
say
then you
3.
have specific
So
knowledge.
3 in maps, 3 in
So you're
languages,
right.
3 in computer code.
All right. So 3 in maps, 3 computer. What else?
Um, does that include reading and speaking, or just reading?
Well, computers is just basically that's just effectively knowledge of.
No, I
I'm going
mean
to
for
give it to you
language.
sort of general knowledge skill. So you'll be able to utilize, you'll be able to read code, you can do all that kind of stuff. But a lot of it's going to depend on what you're going to want to do with it. I'm going to be real flexible with it, so don't worry about it.
What about like Japanese?
Okay, well, Japanese. It's a good skill to have in LA. What level? 3?
Yeah, and also Spanish.
Spanish. Oh, definitely good choice.
And
Right.
since there's also stuff like Savoil and stuff like that, I think I want Russian.
Russian. Yeah, there's a pretty decent Russian community in LA as well.
So does that mean I'll be able to speak it?
Yes, you'll be able to understand it, speak it, but again, it's a chip. So if somebody takes it out, it's gone.
Okay.
So if somebody fries
my
your
audition
Chick-fil-A
is
socket,
hardwired.
yeah, I mean it's literally you have it on a disc effectively.
Okay.
Or like a flash. It's like a little flash card, and you just plug it in. There you go.
Cool. Japanese, Spanish.
All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? 3 languages, 2 skills. Okay, so that's 5 memory chips at +3. Where did that go? Come on, guys, where'd it go? There we go. Varies. Well, that's really helpful. Thank you very much. I hate it when that happens.
Get me some bombs.
Where the bloody hell ship stuff again? Sorry.
Fire herbs and nitro shrooms.
Ooh.
Well, I was out of fire herbs. Now I think I'm about to be out of nitro shrooms.
Trying to find something here. Any issues? Oh, where did the chips go? Blah blah blah. Come on, guys. Okay, here we go. Well, that's really helpful. Gives me absolutely no advice on how much it costs. Okay. That's terribly helpful. I'm just going to chalk it up as $100 per level. So since you got 5.
So 1,500.
Yeah, that's just for that. And then the neural processor itself is 1,000. Interface plugs was like 200 if I recall correctly. Oh, there's the prices. On the sidebar there. Duh. Okay. Programming was 300 per level. But I'm going to stick with what I had before. What else? Okay, it's interface plugs. Chipboard socket. All right, chipboard socket. Where'd you go? Yeah, okay. So chipboard socket's 200. Skills. And interface plugs is 200. Okay, so interface plugs 1d6.
Can I have a memory chip that helps me like cooking?
Yeah. Same rule applies.
All right, plus can I get a plus 2 in cooking?
All right, so that's another $200. 2d6 plus.
And then I think I have everything that I need.
You want to get a smart gun link also?
What is that?
That allows you to directly interface with a smart gun. So your eye stuff and the gun. So basically, you could literally think and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just another $100. And it's amazing how the smart gun link is $100. Okay, so I need 2d6 plus 2. This is going to be for your neural wear.
2d6
plus 2.
Oh, I got a 6.
Total?
And a 4.
Okay, so that's 10 plus 2 is 12. That's 12. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, that takes care of that. Okay, so right now I got you with your neural processor in your left eye.
Yes.
Okay. And that takes care of you, I suppose. Oh, I forgot to add the cooking in there. Hold on.
Do you want to put the total price for the basic neural processor?
Oh, yeah. That's what I was doing now. So, 3,200. This is why they give you a lot of money in the beginning. Because you're you may not have a whole lot of cash left, pal. You spent $5,000 on cyberware. And then $250 for your gun, plus however much you spent on ammo.
I've spent $820 in ammunition and guns.
Okay, so that leaves you with what, $180 in cash.
Okay, I'm not going to spend any more.
I'm going to put that there right now. 180. Boom, there's your $180.
It's okay. I bought 2 concert tickets, not just 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. It says equipment value $59.45. We did our math wrong here somehow. But whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. You said I'm gonna chalk it up as $180. That's what you got left. So.
Okay.
All right. So I'm sorry. What was that, Eric?
Did you just call me Eric?
Sorry. My apologies. My brain is
Sorry.
a little fuzzy. So. Trying to do 3 things at once and none of them doing well. Clearly.
Ultimately, Mikhail Baranov's end goal is to get to a concert in LA. He has tickets.
He's got cash to go with it too.
I got cash and tickets.
It's always good for the. It is always good for the fixer to have cash. So.
Oh yeah.
And for the solo to be broke is fairly normal. So.
Yeah. Where'd all your money go? Stuff.
Yeah, stuff, right, exactly. Things,
Try-
stuff. Don't judge. It just is. So, alrighty. So, meanwhile, cut to yeah, cut to the train station in Chicago. You both end up on the same. When you get into these trains, the train is like, think of it like a small, like a 727 kind of plane, the small with like, 2 seats on one side, 2 seats on the other, kind of like a bus basically. That's it with an aisle running down the center. So you guys end up seated next to each other, and you're cruising along. You get there and you kind of make some small talk a little bit, and kind of you get to know each other's names, and kind of like, hey, I don't know what you decide to tell each other at this point, but basically you're in there. You're about a half an hour out from Chicago when Mr. Solo, Naz, go ahead, and now I'm gonna have you roll. You're gonna roll your combat sense. So what you're gonna do for the combat sense is you're gonna use your it's your int. So you're gonna use your int. You're gonna use your skill. So you're gonna add that. So your int and your combat sense, that's a 13, and then you're gonna roll a d10 and add to it.
Oh, I rolled a 6 side.
Yeah, you're gonna roll a d10. Skill checks are always d10s. D6s are for things like humanity loss and damage.
Okay, d10. 5.
Okay, so 5 plus your 13 is an 18. Something doesn't feel right about the two guys that just opened the door and walked into this room. Now, most of these trains, they're going over 300 miles an hour. So typically speaking, the fasten seatbelt sign is usually on. The fact that they're walking from car to car is not completely unusual if they, had just come from the bathroom. But that's when you remember they never walked past you.
All right, I think I'm gonna slip out.
And don't forget, your guns are not with you; they are stored.
Oh, okay.
You don't have access to them, so the only thing you'll be able to do is any kind of hand-to-hand stuff, or any cyberware that you've got.
I guess I'm gonna motion to Mikhail and let him know that, hey, this is dangerous.
These two big goons. Mikhail, you gonna look at them? Do you check these guys out?
Oh, definitely.
All right. Give me an awareness roll. So and your awareness notice.
All right, that's a 5. What is my awareness?
3.
3. Yep. So 8.
You got an 8.
Yes.
I'm basically like heads up.
No, your base is 11.
No. My base is what?
Your base is 11. You have an int of 8. Your awareness notice is 3.
Then 16.
16. Okay, much better.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just used to it like automatically adding together stuff. So.
If you're at 8, you're asleep. When he nudges you, nothing happens. Yeah. You're like, yeah, exactly. You snore when he nudges you. No, but at a 16, you go, yeah, that dude, is that a, yeah, that's a Saab oil tattoo on his lower right arm. It's kind of hiding up his sleeve. And funny, he's wearing a jacket similar to yours. Same color even. By the way, what color is your track?
Black and white, classic Adidas.
Black and white, okay. His is actually red. But it's the same, stripes down the arm, Adidas style, Eastern European standard.
All right. How far away is he, and has he seen me yet?
He has not seen you. He has currently got the guy, they're walking single file because that's really all you can do in these aisles. Like I said, it's just like a bus or a small jet aircraft.
Am I on the inside seat or the outside seat?
Yeah. Question is, which one of you wants the?
Who wants the window? I want the window, honestly.
Yeah, the real question of friendship: who gets the window seat?
That's fine with me.
All right.
So who's on the aisle?
Me.
Naz? Okay, you're on the aisle. Okay, dokie. So,
All right. So before they see me, I
because they're
quickly
currently looking, they're like looking side to side, kind of seeing who's in the older, in the farther back rows. They're about 8 rows behind you.
behind. All right.
So they'll be there in less than a minute.
So I guess I'm gonna ask Mikhail, are you in some kind of trouble, friend?
It's a complicated matter. Give me your jacket.
All right, I'm gonna take off my
It's a complicated matter. Give me your clothes.
I guess I'm probably wearing like a black leather jacket. I'm just gonna take it off and hand it to him.
I take his jacket in mine and very quickly slump down in between the base of my chair and the chair in front and cover myself with the jacket.
So you
I'm gonna position myself more towards the window just so that I can
I look like luggage with jacket toast over it, basically.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna play cool.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see here. All right, this is going to be a wonky, weird way of doing a persuasion roll. But what I want you to do is you reflex plus persuasion.
All right.
Because you're trying to physically pretend to be luggage with his jacket on top of you. So it'll be 4.
13.
You got 13. Ooh, you're really convincing. Something tells me that's not going to work.
Also, underneath.
You are the lucky dog.
Did they fumble?
I rolled a 1. So you are in absolute luck. He did not see you. They walked the first guy didn't see you at all.
He's a fool.
He just kind of like glanced instead of, because he sees Naz, and Naz doesn't look anything like the person he's looking for. The other dude, on the other hand, the second guy, you guys are walking. He walks past. The first guy takes a look, looks and sees the jacket and moves on. The second guy goes, takes a half step, looks back again, pats the other guy on the shoulder, kind of heavy-handed. You can't see it, Mikhail, but Naz, can you give me I want you to give me an awareness check. You can add your combat sense into this.
I rolled a 6.
Use your awareness, notice, combat sense, and your intelligence.
I got a 6 out of 10. So my intelligence and plus my roll is 14. Plus what?
Okay, so you're going to add which character? Okay, so you get your intelligence, which is 8, your combat sense, which is 5, so that's 13. And then you're going to add in your awareness notice, which is another 5. So you're at 18 before you even roll.
Okay.
You can see this. I don't even have, unless you roll a 1.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, good. You're fine. You can see that the dude, when he puts his hand on the guy in front, his knuckles look extremely abnormal. Big nuts when you see them.
And can I tell that we've
been
alerted?
He knows that Mikhail is under that jacket. Because he just stopped his friend like, hey, wait a second. What do we got here?
All right.
He knows something's wrong. He doesn't necessarily know that it's Mikhail per se, but he knows something's up. And they're clearly about to turn and stop and do something.
Now, I don't know what to do. I guess at this point I just kind of freeze up because I don't know what to do.
Okay. So they just kind of basically just wait and see what they do.
Yeah, I'm just trying to play I'm just sitting there like
you're ignoring them.
I'm ignoring them, yeah.
Okay. Well, you're pretending. Right? I hope you go away. Please go away. Please go away. Please go away. Actually, that's what Mikhail's doing right now. Please go away. Please go away. Please go away.
I just adjust my baseball hat. Like I don't do anything. I'm just trying to not be suspicious. Like I'm just trying to.
The guy in the back goes, "Excuse me." He taps you on the shoulder, and it's like thump, thump, thump down on your shoulder. It kind of hurts a little bit. Not enough to do any actual damage per se, but you're really not liking that. Can I see under the coat?
So can I try and persuade him?
Sure. Try anything you want.
I'm going to speak in Russian, so that should give me some kind of
Oh, no.
That may or may not work. Keep in mind, don't forget, your skill is a chip. So it's literally like translating your mouth as you're talking. So you're accessing. So you're going to be using. You basically have high school level Russian. So your stuff is going to be very formal. It's not going to be very idiomatic or anything like that.
All right, I'm gonna punch him as hard as I can in his stomach.
That's a good way to work with. Not very diplomatic, but all right. All right, so you're gonna punch this guy right in the gut. Okay, cool. All right, so you're gonna use your martial art 5.
Yeah. Okay, 5 plus
reflexes, which is 9. So you're at a 14 base.
Okay.
Now, you're doing. All right. So we will go with.
I'm gonna roll a 10.
All right.
I got a 2.
2. Okay, so you got. What'd you get altogether? What did we say? 14.
So that's a 16 altogether.
All right. He's going to attempt to block you. You got a 16? Yeah, 16. You actually hit him. Shockingly enough.
Okay. Do I do damage?
Yes. You're gonna. Okay, so you're throwing a punch. Let me grab. Where's my stupid thing go? Where's it with it? Oh, there it is.
Do I do a D6 of damage or?
I want to double check. I'm pretty sure it's a D6, but let me double check.
Are you alive?
Yeah, D6. Let's go with, roll a D6.
I got a 3.
Okay, and then you have a, hold on here. What's your body? Your body's 7. Okay, so what'd you roll?
A 3.
3. He goes, oof. He does not look like he liked it. He does not look knocked back by any means. You just kind of punch him and he just kind of looks at you like, big mistake. All right, Mikhail, what are you going to do? You hear the punch being thrown. You hear it literally like he just punched a sack of meat and you didn't hear a grunt. You didn't hear a guy hit the floor. So
I love this game.
It did not work as intended.
I love this game.
All right, so they ask you to check weapons, you said, right?
Yep. So basically, any firearms except for if you've got one in your arm.
I ended up not taking that. The cyber arm was too expensive.
Yep.
So I do have my knife though.
Nice. Good thing.
So I'm gonna.
Yeah, you want to stabby? You want to?
Yep.
Now,
I'm gonna.
Don't forget, you're crouched in the footwell, basically, like a lumpy Samsonite.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
You're there, so you're not gonna catch him unawares.
So I'm not gonna catch him unawares, you say?
Oh no, they knew you. That's why they stopped.
Yep.
The first guy, if you were attacking him and he was just like moving on, yeah, then that would be a sneak attack. But because he clearly did not see you at all.
Well, I emerged from the jacket pile.
Throwing her off like an action hero.
Yeah.
That really low set, high angle camera, you know.
Okay.
So at the moment, you're looking more like Martin Lawrence than you are,
He came off as Martin Lawrence. Maybe because he's wearing Adidas.
That's probably it.
Can I
look like a reject from Run DMC? Ooh.
Now here's the question: can I stab around Turner?
Around? Oh, you mean around that?
Yeah, because
no, unless you fumble, you're not hitting him.
Yeah. All right.
No, this dude is a big slab of meat. He's a body 8. You're not. He's a very big.
Can you do aim shots with melees? I forget.
Yeah, it's a -3.
I'm gonna try to stab him right in the neck or up.
Okay, so you're aiming for neck to head area.
Yeah.
Good news is, if you hit, it's double damage. He doesn't appear to have any armor. So
And
that
melee
would be rather unpleasant.
It'll be my melee plus my reflex, right?
Correct. And then -3 for the
Sorry.
for the aim shot.
10.
You rolled a 10?
I rolled a 10.
Sweet.
I rolled 4. -3 plus 4 plus 6.
Oh, no, that's a total of 10, or you rolled a 10 on the D10?
No, I rolled a total of 10 with everything.
Wow, you rolled a 10? Sweet, awesome.
Yeah, I think it's a 15, right?
I thought it was a critical when you said 10.
Yeah, and that's well, I thought you were like, oh, cool, you roll a 10, it explodes, roll again. But
no.
No, he, on the other hand, did roll a 10. And I don't mean total. You're lucky he follows it up with a 1, so it's not that big a deal. You go, ha! And you stab out, and he goes, and he catches your hand. And he twists. Now, I need you to make a body. Yeah, just body. So body and a D10.
10 total.
Okay. You take 4 damage as he starts to snap your wrist, and the knife falls out of your hand.
All right.
However, because it's a movie, the knife goes and sticks straight down, because it is a mono knife, so it lands, blade sinks right into the floor. Needless to say, Amtrak is not too happy with you right now.
I don't really care about their opinion of me.
Actually, it's not Amtrak. You're actually on, what was the name of the thing? What's the thing I was looking at yesterday? Hyperloop. You're on a Hyperloop.
Now, does he get to do something, or does it go back to me?
It will go back to you next. So
okay.
Also, question.
Meanwhile, the other dude is starting. He's just now kind of starting to react. All this stuff has already happened. He just turns around. That's all he gets to do right now. So.
The other guy's like.
Actually, now what we're going to do is we're going to actually roll for initiative, because you did kind of a sneak attack.
Quick question though. Where is damage?
Oh, damage. Oh, that's a good question. On this thing, I don't know.
Yeah. I see like status, healthy, stun.
I think that's probably where
it's not letting me change it. I can change injuries, but that doesn't sound right. Or is that? Or is injuries right?
Right. I see the injuries. Okay. So just put 4 for the injuries for now. We'll go from there.
All right. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Because now I'm at light status, lightly wounded.
I think that's lightly wounded, but I'm not sure.
Yep. All right. Initiative. What do we roll for initiative? I know he gets to do his fucking solo bullshit.
So he gets a +1 for this. So because that just got these guys both have. Yeah. So you're what? Both? Are you both body 7? No,
I'm body 6.
Okay. You're body 6 and body 7. So you guys add nothing to your damage for your strength. Big Russian dudes, on the other hand, they add +1.
Of course they do.
Of course, because they're big Russian dudes.
I guess I'm a smaller Russian dude. I'm the guy that arranges for the bigger Russian dudes to fight other bigger Russian dudes.
It balances things out.
Yeah. What do I add to initiative?
Okay, so initiative is always going to be, it's your reflexes, it's reflexes unless you've got combat sense. So
I don't. So 10.
Mikhail, you do not.
Every fucking roll I've been doing has been adding up to 10.
All right. So Mikhail, you got a 10, right?
Yep.
All right. What about you, Naz?
What am I trying? What am I want to do?
You're gonna. No. I want to know. Roll it. So I want you to roll a D10. I want you to add your reflexes and your combat sense.
Reflexes and your combat sense.
Yeah.
What's my combat sense?
So.
I don't see combat sense.
It's under primary skills.
It's the main one. Yeah.
Yeah. So your initiative is basically a 14 plus your die roll.
Okay, so 14 plus, and I'm going to roll a 10.
Correct.
9.
He's got probably solos.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, so you rolled a 9, and then you add in the 14.
23, Jesus.
Yeah, 23. Yeah, you feel like you're walking through mud, Mikhail, as fast as he's moving.
Yeah.
And the other goons, yeah, you're definitely going dead last.
Yeah, I definitely should have gotten a Koreznikov. Did I get a Koreznikov?
Did you?
No.
I didn't look. So. All right, so we got here.
So you want low rolls when you're doing
No,
initiative?
you want, basically, you always want high unless we're, unless I'm having you do a body save, like a death save.
Okay.
That's the only time you want to roll low. So.
Okay.
All right, so that is, he's a 21. It's a whopping. So, all right, so this is the way this round's going to go. Naz, it's you, the two goons. Well, goon number 1, who is the one that's the guy in the back who was with the big nuts. Actually, they both have it, so it makes it easy.
Okay.
So that basically it's going to be Naz, the two goons, and then Mikhail. So. But it'll go Naz, goon closest to you guys, the goon up ahead, the one who's clueless.
Do I have any amount of time to talk to Mikhail?
Not really.
Depends on what you want to do. Remember, these rounds are like 3 seconds long. So.
Because I'm wondering like what my strategy should be. Should I just keep fighting, or should I like try and hold him so that he can stab him with the knife, or what?
I don't have the knife anymore. It's on the floor.
Oh, it's on the floor. Okay. I'm going to...
You can try to take it.
I could try and take it, but I'm going to let you try and recover that. I'm going to focus on a flying upper knee kick. So I'm going to go for the mid section, and hopefully it hits him in the face.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Since I have martial arts, I might as well use it.
Right, so you got 5.
So I'm going to do like a UFC kind of just a flying upper knee kick.
All right, so you got 14, and then you're going to be rolling your die.
14 plus 4. Okay. So 18.
So you're at 18?
Yep.
All right. He's going to try to put both hands down to block. Rolls a 1. Congratulations.
Did I bust his nose?
No, we'll see. Hold on. 12.
Where'd I catch him?
Yeah, you got him. The question is where exactly. Hold on.
Do you roll to see where?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. This is fun. I love this.
Where's what I'm looking for on this table?
Yeah, if you do a called shot, you pick where it lands at a minus modifier. If you don't, and you're just trying to hit period, you don't have the minus modifier, but then the location is depicted by a die roll.
Which
where...
I can't find right now.
Yeah.
Dang it. Not in the. Why is that not in the list?
I can tell you what it is because it actually shows on the character sheets.
Oh, good. Thank you.
So just give me the roll and I'll tell you.
Yeah. It's, what is it?
It's right up. Yeah, it's right above it.
It's there. It's on the sheet. Okay. Roll D. Go ahead and actually roll a D6. That you were aiming for upper body. So.
2.
You got him in the chest, exactly like you said. Literally, right in the chest, right about just where the collarbone comes up against the throat.
That's good. That's
now,
a good thing.
Here's where things get funky.
Okay.
If you want to spend a point of luck, you can shift that to the head. Or you could...
If I shift it to the head, do I do double damage?
Well, yeah, it'll do double damage, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take 1 point of luck to do that.
Okay. All right, so you're going to be down 1 luck. No big deal. You've got 6, so you're good. So now what you're going to do is you're going to roll 2d6. Kick.
2. Oh, and a 1.
All right, so you did 3 points. Times 2 is 6. Okay, 6. And that was on goon number. This is goon number 1, the one close to you, right?
Yeah.
That you punched before.
As soon as I land that shot, I'm trying to like see like How far is the other guy? Is the other guy coming into the room now?
They're both standing right next to you. You're in the seats. Like I said, think of you being on an airplane, and you're in the seat. He was in the window seat. You're in the aisle seat. You got one guy literally right next to you,
Okay.
and then the other guy's in the row right in front of you, but still standing in the aisle.
Okay.
So everybody's within range of punching or kicking everybody.
All right.
All right, and then you just did. I'm sorry, you did another 6.
Okay.
Hold on. Guy decides to run away. Okay, he stagger him a little bit. He falls back into the seat in the opposite row. He lands on the seat of a sort of a middle-aged woman who was doing some crocheting, and all of a sudden, she's got this big Russian dude laying in her lap. She kind of screams just a bit. His turn. He launches a savage kick at your face because you were so nice enough to kick him in the face. He says something in Russian, which if you want to roll, feel free. So intelligence plus 3 for your Russian.
Roll the 10 side?
Yeah, D10.
I got a 10.
Intelligence of 8 plus 3, so basically D10 plus 11.
I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10. Okay, you roll and add to it.
So, my base was 10 plus 10 is 20.
Yeah, anything over the way, if you roll a 10 on the D10, that's a crit, and that means it's an open-ended. So you can roll another D10 and add to it. And if that rolls a 10, you keep going.
9.
It's what they call exploding dice, basically.
Oh, cool. I didn't.
So
I like that roll.
78 on a roll before.
I like that roll a lot. That it rolls over when you hit critical.
Yeah.
So if you roll, you can roll like 3. You can just keep on rolling 10s.
Like I said, I had a guy once. He was playing a media, which is basically a reporter. He was doing a story on somebody, and they were blowing this big expose. And when I had him roll for his story, he got a 78. It was obscene.
So literally, he just like got this.
Kept rolling 10. It was freaking awesome.
Wow. Okay, so I rolled a 9 plus 10. That's 19 plus a base of 10.
Yeah, I mean, mind you, this is a relatively meaningless thing because the guy just said something at you.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not like a
what did this guy? Was he just swearing under his breath or what?
No, he basically just said turnabout's fair play. And he rolls a 1. Nice job, genius. Oh! He goes to launch a kick. And to try to kick you. And the lady who's in the seat is freaking out while he's like squirming around. And he basically kind of elbows her a little bit. She gets mad and jams a knitting needle in his neck.
Oof.
Yes.
No.
Go Granny.
I and followed it up with a 9.
I love how even your wife just said, "What the hell?"
I'm a child.
That's my oldest kid, but that's right.
Oh, whatever.
She does 5 points of damage with this needle.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's in his head. He's now spurting arterial spray all over the freaking backside and the rows behind you. Clutches at it, and he's like, his eyes are bugging out like a fish out of water. You don't have to worry about him.
I just shout in Russian to both of the Savoy henches.
Yeah.
Welcome to America.
One of them's dead, or dying, I should say. He's not dead yet, but he will be, as nobody does anything to try to save him. So you kicked him back into a middle-aged lady who basically just shanked him.
Nice.
Because he elbowed her in the face, she got mad. She went jab.
Thank you, Granny.
Hey, she's a Chicago granny. Don't mess with those. Anyway, so that was that guy. Now, the dude whose friend just got, neck gouged, he's not happy with you. His eyes kind of almost turn red. And he just launches with a big old thing as you see the giant steel knuckles coming at your face.
He's attacking me, right?
He's attacking you because you just kicked his friend back in there. And He's not happy with you, but he knows he's got to go through you to get to Mikhail. So.
Okay.
Oh, he rolls a 10.
Ooh.
And a 2.
Oh,
not
no.
as exciting as it could have been. Now you can dodge, block, whatever. You can defend yourself, obviously.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is now are you going to use your martial arts?
What is my martial arts is 6?
Martial arts is a
What
5.
are my other options of trying to defend myself?
Well, you can use athletics to dodge, or
Let me
you
see,
can
what
just
is my
take
athletics?
yeah, that's the other option. You could always just man up and take the hit, but
what is my athletics? I don't see.
Your athletics is a 4.
Okay, I'm gonna use martial arts, and
Okay, so
I'm going to try and duck under his swing.
Okay. All right. So 5 plus 9 is 14, and roll your die.
14 plus 9.
Oh, so close. Now again, the way the luck rules work, it's a little bit funky, but the way it works is it modifies any die roll. So if you want to spend another luck point and make that 9 a 10, it would then explode and you could roll again.
What would an advantage be if it were to explode at this point?
If you don't, you're going to get hit.
Okay, I'll take one more luck so I can dodge it.
One, that's the worst part. So.
Okay, so then I roll again.
Yeah, just roll another d10 and add it to the total.
8.
Okay, so you have 18 plus your 9 plus another 5.
And I'm down to 5 luck.
Yeah, you're way easily able to duck underneath. In fact, I'll even let you take a retaliatory strike right now.
Okay.
Before Kyle can go.
I'm gonna try and, I guess while I'm on my knees, I'm gonna try and punch.
Okay, I'll cover that.
I'm gonna throw a strike.
Okay.
Oh, it went under the table.
Yeah, I had that happen with me earlier.
I'm gonna reroll.
Yeah, I lost the D10. I don't know. It fell.
Another 9.
I don't know where it is.
I don't even know where that. Oh, there it is. I found it. It's a wee bit dark over here, but I found it.
Yeah. Oh, I have a bunch of flashlights.
Alex, this is turning out so good.
Is it not? Is it not?
And this is just a brawl. We haven't even gotten into shooting.
I know, right?
Yeah, but that's when things get really scary.
Yeah, really big
now you start throwing lots of dice for damage, not just 1 die and 2 dice. That's when you see it. Well, at least it's not champion. 30 die fireball. I've literally seen somebody throw 30 dice before with a haymaker. That was scary.
You just get a shoebox, put them all in there, take it up.
Well, they used to sell these boxes with little dice, and the whole thing, you had, I think it was 36 in a box. No, it's 30. And it was, anyway, you just took the container off and went.
Nah, I say you grab a shoebox. You just shake up a bunch of dye in there. There's the Dragonator.
Alex, did I contact him with my strike, or do we not roll for that yet?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were rolling.
Yeah,
So,
right.
yeah, sorry. 9. So you have 14 base plus your die roll.
You want me to roll again?
Yes, please.
Okay, sorry.
It's all right.
So is that 11?
So you just rolled a 1?
No, I rolled a 2.
Oh, you rolled a 2. Okay, so that's 11 plus 5. Well, you have to get your martial arts in there too. So
okay, 11 plus 6.
17. All right. So he attempts to. Now, are you throwing a punch or?
I guess I'm just throwing. I'm throwing a fist.
Okay, just throwing a fist at him. All right. All right, you hit him. Go ahead and roll.
I'm rolling a 6.
Take your care, just go ahead and roll a d10.
A d10?
Yeah.
5.
5. You hit him in the right arm.
Okay.
Well, that makes sense. He was throwing a punch at you. You basically punch him in the arm. And go ahead and roll a d6 for damage.
Yeah, 6.
Sweet. All right. So, oh wait, I gotta check something real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
I may have undervalued your martial arts. I forgot. Yeah, that's what I want right there. Okay, so your martial arts skill is a 5.
My martial arts is a 6. Oh wait, no, that's Mikhail. Mine is a. Yeah, mine is a 5.
Okay, so you're actually adding 5 points to that. So you roll 11 points of damage. Oof, poor guy. He just took a hit and is not happy. Mind you, it's to the arm, so it's not quite as bad. So he actually takes half that. But still, it's still 6 points. Because I round in your favor, by the way.
Yeah.
You guys are the protagonists, so. He does make his body save, so he does not succumb to pain and anguish as a result of you punching him in a nerve or something like that. Just looked like you made him cranky. He still took 6 points of damage, mind you, but not a happy man. A couple more points, you would have broken his arm.
Nice.
All right, so he goes. It's now Mikhail's turn.
All right. And there's someone still alive?
Yeah, after all those flaming, all that flurry of activity, you do have one guy who's, he's not technically dead yet. Scene's not over, so he's still bleeding.
How does talking work while, like?
Again, short commands. Hey, run to the door. Like those kind of things. I'll let you have. If you want to have,
I'm gonna like. I just want to look at Mikhail and say knife.
Yeah, because you just know the knife went out of your hand. You don't exactly necessarily completely know where it went.
Oh, okay.
Well,
so
no,
you can't
you
scramble.
know where it went. Mikhail doesn't know where it went.
Okay, so like on my next move, can I try and scramble for the knife?
If you want to, sure, but we'll let Mikhail figure out what he's gonna do first.
So first off, I'm going to shout at the guy still standing after being beat the fuck up. Very quickly in the Russian, you want to die with your friend? Get out. Intimidate.
Okay, so you're trying to intimidate him. Go ahead and
Nice.
roll. You have a slight, you actually have a shot at this, considering he's now outnumbered and he's seeing his friend bleed out.
Question, street deal, does that apply in this situation? I don't
No,
think it does.
Not in this situation.
All right.
Now, if you were trying to finagle somebody something, you would have bargained with the guy, offer to pay him off to leave you alone, maybe. Then I'd let you throw in the street deal.
Is intimidate empathy?
Yes, it is.
All right, that actually helps me. 17.
So is your street deal, by the way. So,
yep, that fire in it.
Well, sorry, street deal, depending on how you're using it, it's either empathy or cool. So, okay, so what'd you get, I'm sorry?
17.
17. All right, well, genius here doesn't get much. Wow. Oh, yeah, I rolled a 1, followed up by a 9. He just stops. He was like, you punched him in the arm, and he's like, he just looks, puts his hands kind of up and starts backing up, like he's heading toward the front of the train.
I shout at him, take your friend with you.
Goes, sorry, so very sorry. And he just leaves. I got a 0 altogether. So. Buddy, his partner didn't care about it. He's gone. He just basically flees to the front of the train to just get away from you guys.
Thank you, Madison.
No problem, man.
Savoy, they give me such pain in the neck. They've been following me ever since I left Kiev.
You hear, ah! As the lady's now screaming because she's now covered in blood.
I go over and like pull the body off of her. I'm so sorry, babushka. It's very unfortunate. Are you all right?
Fuck off of me, you son of a bitch! Mama. Just steady stream. You're like, whoa, Granny's got a mouth on her.
Can I roll? Is it common knowledge? Like, do I know how long it's going to be before our next stop? Like,
yeah, your next stop is Denver, which is in like 45 minutes.
A question: How full is this train?
It's fairly full.
All right.
I mean, there are a couple of open spots, but not many.
Can we just see what the reaction just by looking?
Well, the whole crowd's clearly absolutely freaked out.
Yeah.
Because there's the fight that happened. There's, again, you've got arterial spray all over the wall and the ceiling, and several passengers are covered in blood.
All right, I very quickly
in the neck with a freaking needle with a crocheting hook. So.
I very quickly pull out of my pocket 100 eddies.
A what? 100 eddies.
Yep. Hand them over / throw in the lap of the lady. Grab my jacket and duffel bag and look at Naz and just say, "We should go to the back of the train." We should head to the back.
All right, I'm gonna grab my duffel bag. I'm gonna say, "You want to grab your knife?"
Oh yes, and I pull the knife out of the floor.
You're like, oh yeah, that would probably be good.
This is awesome. I love this game so much because I feel like it's a movie.
You don't want to trip over it. That's for sure.
Oh God.
You better conceal that thing. Let's.
You just take a step and then you're like, huh? I thought I had 5 toes on that foot.
I don't only know with one.
So I guess are we gonna like? Do you want to? I guess I have a moment to talk to him like in a short whisper. I don't want other people to hear me, but like, I'm like, do you want to move to the back of the train? Do you want to pull the stop? Like, what's our move here? I'm rolling with you. You're going. We're both going to Los Angeles, right?
Yes. Da. I say we head to the back of the train. If we see anyone coming to board it, we get out. If nobody seems to be coming to board it, we wait out till Colorado. It's a fucking thug. Nobody's gonna care about him. They're gonna wait till the train gets to its stop.
So what did you do with the body? Did you just leave it in the aisle?
I just absolutely fucking left it. Actually, correction. I do a quick search of it.
Smart move. He searches the body.
All right. You want me to roll for anything for that?
You find a cred chit on it, but unless you're going to run it, I mean, I'm assuming you're not going to stop and scan it to see what how much is on it. But it's a generic one. It's not specifically Sob Oil or anything like that. It's not like a corporate card. Thugs are not running around with corporate cards. But it's anyway. He's got it on there. It's a Deutsche Bank card, so they're not domestic folk, shall we say?
Yep.
And anyway, so clearly they've been following you for a while. You also find some zip ties. You got a handful of zip ties. So there's like 6 of them or so.
Like the handcuff zip ties?
Uh-huh. Well, I suppose you could use them to tie up garbage too, but that's not what they were intended for.
Yeah. Throw that into my miscellaneous gear. 6 zip ties. I'm taking those.
Zip ties. There's a very small roll of like electrical tape.
All right.
Looks like they wanted to interrogate you.
And he has one of those telescoping Cobra stick type things, the telescoping batons.
Uh-huh.
You got one of them.
All right.
Can I check the other body?
I'm sorry?
Can I check
there is no other body. He ran away.
Oh, he ran away. That's right. Okay, that's cool.
Car. He was leaving you guys alone.
Okay.
Scared off. He's out of here.
He leaves me alone. I leave him alone. That's fine. I actually take the I take the baton and the credit chip, throw that at the lady too.
Okay, she's like, she flips you off.
Babushka, I don't care. Buy yourself new clothes. I don't give a fuck.
And she's like, no, 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 no. And she's nattering at you, and you're like, okay.
You know what, Naz? Help me drag this.
All right, I grab a leg.
All right, so you drag it which way?
Towards the back of the train. Train cars, how are they connected?
They're connected. Kind of. They have a connector, like a small little. It's not much. It's not like in a typical movie train or whatever. It's I don't know, maybe like 4 feet wide or so. Between 4 feet between each train, and it's the same width as the rest of the train is.
All right.
Are we throwing this guy off? Are we throwing Mama off the train here, or what?
You're in a tube, so it's not like you can throw him off the train and he's gone.
Okay.
So,
is there a discreet place I can put this body, like a bathroom?
yes, there is a restroom on your way. Before you get to the between cars, there is a restroom at the back of that car.
All right.
All right, let's move him to the restroom. What do you think?
Absolutely.
All right.
One of you two, or both of you, actually make an awareness roll, please. So, intelligence, awareness, notice. No combat sense in this case. Just
intelligence and awareness notice.
Yep. So yours, Mikhail, you're an 11 base.
All right.
And Naz, you're a 13.
Okay, 13 plus 4.
Okay, so you get 17?
Yes.
13 total.
What about you, Mikhail?
13 total.
Okay, you're so busy pulling the body, you don't notice. But Naz, you notice the blood trail you're leaving as you drag the guy to the back of the car. Because he's going. Psst.
All right, I'm like Mikhail, we got a mess.
you look back and go, Bush Moy. Exactly. There's just this trail of blood running all over the carpet as you're just dragging this guy feet first to the back. I mean, it's literally something out of a detective story or whatever, where you're looking down and going, well, it's not hard to figure out where this body went.
All right. I still drag the body in there.
You gotta throw him in the John.
Yep.
All right. So you put him in, close the door.
All right, I wipe my hands off from the blood in the sink while we're in there, and then that's it. I'm done.
I do the same.
I just throw the tissue on top of him.
Rude. As you close the door, you hear the last, as the last part of blood comes out. He finally dies in the bathroom.
All right. I as washing hands. I looked at that. We should head to the very last car on the train.
All right.
So you guys go back to the last car of the train. It's uneventful until you get to. You guys are still on your adrenaline high, of course, but you get to Denver without incident.
All right.
And you change trains. Now both of you can make an awareness check to see if you're. I'm assuming you're checking to see if you're followed.
So, how do I know what my awareness is?
Okay, so awareness is your awareness notice skill.
Awareness notice skill.
See how it's right there below combat sense. 5.
I guess. Oh, okay. Primary skills. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Now, since you're looking to see if you're being followed, this case you will add the combat sense.
Okay, so I'll roll.
Ooh.
And then you get your intelligence.
Intelligence, combat sense.
So you have an 18
13.
based in this particular case.
Okay, 18 plus 5.
Die roll. All right. You easily see that
23.
you are anybody who's trying to follow you will have to beat that to avoid being detected.
Okay. Sorry.
It's about to get harder for them.
Why would you get?
I got a 10. Naturally, like a 10. So.
Again with the 10?
Yep.
You are Captain 10, apparently.
No. Like 10. I rolled,
you rolled a 10. Yeah,
plus.
right. So when you roll a 10, again, roll another one and add that to the total.
Yeah, 28.
28. Oof. All right. Anybody trying to follow you needs a 28 to avoid you. If they're going to detect, if you're detected, let me see what we got. You don't see anybody.
All right.
In fact, you get to LA without incident.
So
Cool. How long does it
There was no one actually to follow you.
So I guess I have my duffel bag, my hat. I got my jacket back.
Denver, you did notice the guy that you left alive. You saw him slinking out on his phone, like heading for the exit. So you know.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't think he was going to contact and let him know where we are.
Yeah. So
I didn't care.
So basically, you guys get on the next train. You're like, like changing planes. Good thing is these two-way things, they run every 30 seconds. So if you miss one, no big deal. You just catch the next one. So yeah, it's not unlike airplanes. You don't have to worry about your specific flight. You just get on and you're out of there.
It's not like a bus. You miss
Yeah.
one, you just catch the next one.
Well, or subway.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you get on the thing, and a few hours later, you're in LA. And it is a hot, steaming mess of a town. You show up.
Isn't that what LA is now?
Pretty much. Depends on where in LA you are, but yes.
Oh, wow.
And you guys show up in, I guess it would be downtown.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, I was just looking up the distance between Chicago and LA. You can get a $39 flight from Chicago to LA.
Yeah, one way.
Boy, that's still fucking impressive.
Yeah.
Getting on an airplane for less than $100 is just amazing to me. But I live out in the boons, so.
I'm gonna text my wife and see if we're not doing anything, I can probably play until 11. What do you guys think?
That'll work.
No, for whatever.
Really? Flash players, wow.
Otherwise, we'd have to wrap it up.
Sure.
I sent her a text, so we'll see what she says.
There's one other.
All right. Well, while we wait for that response, I'm actually going to go grab a refill real quick.
All right. Good idea.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
There's what it right there.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
And I was right. You did stop in Denver. Ha ha! I just made that up, and it was right.
That's got to be a song.
Let's see here.
I gotta throw my girls again.
Go you.
Dude. Hell yeah. I can now change.
Yeah, so it's like actually when you get from Denver to LA, you actually get there in 2 hours.
I broke all 4 magma cores.
Because the I don't know if you've ever heard of Hyperloop. I think it's what it's called. Is that right? Yeah, Hyperloop. It's oh look, there's Virgin Hyperloop. Look at that. Hyperloop is what's his name? Elon Musk's idea, and it's like a two-way train thing. It peaks at like 700 miles an hour. That's why it's in a tube. It's accurate. So the maglev has no wind resistance, or very little. Actually, no, there's no wind resistance. Normally, if you're taking a car, it's 14 hours. The power of science is amazing. All right. I'm going to put a bathroom over and get this one together. You're so oh.
All right. What's the verdict? Where's everyone else gone?
My dad went to the bathroom, so he'll be back after
All right.
that.
Thank you.
All right, I'm back.
Ba-ba-da-da-da.
I just put something in the Discord there.
The Virgin Hyperloop.
Kind of giving you guys an idea of what you're on.
I prefer my Hyperloops to have sex first. Thanks, though.
No. That's just giving you an idea.
Yep.
This is Elon Musk's idea for travel. It's high-speed train inside a vacuum tube. Maglev runs about 700 miles an hour. So the trip from Denver to LA was like 90 minutes. I mean, that's scary. It's like 14 hours by car right now.
I still love how Elon Musk proposed the idea and was like, I don't have any plans on doing anything about it. And then almost immediately,
here, you guys go do it. So there's like 7 or 8 companies there.
Except then he actually did try to do something with it.
Well, that's where Virgin comes in, and because he's a little bit part of that, since Virgin Space Lines and all that stuff, where they won the X Prize, and hence the whole Virgin Galactic and everything.
All right, I have until 11.
Cool, sweet. I mean, it's not a lot of time, obviously, but whatever.
30 minutes. 30 minutes of gameplay.
So you get to LA, and now you're looking for this concert. You know, roughly, your the rocker that you're following. Now, what style of music would you say that you would be into? If I could pick from my list of folk.
Honestly, just straight up American pop music is going to be exactly who he's interested in.
So you're going the Britney Spears type of
Kind of, yeah. Like
you know what? Shut up. All right.
How old are you?
You know how old I am, so shut your hole.
Okay.
I can identify with Britney Spears. We're gonna see a big time Britney Spears type rocker chick.
So you want something? I forgot. We already had one. Her name is Lydia Martell. She is exactly that. She's like the Madonna of this era.
What's her name?
Yeah,
Lydia Martell?
That's exactly what I was about to say. You referenced Madonna.
Yeah, I forgot.
It's like Marcus's daughter. If you wanted to know how old he was, Madonna as a reference for relevant.
This child was born in 2003, so enough said.
Hey, I'm 32, so I definitely know who Madonna is.
Okay, if you don't know who Madonna is, you're living in a hole. So it's that simple. I am such a fool that there was a song, and one of the lyrics in the song was pre-Madonna, and I thought that meant it was before Madonna.
You know what? That's a very bright child, but someday dumber than a box of rocks.
Oh, hey. Oh, no. That's not a dumb thing. That's was not taught enough. I think that goes down to you.
Oh no. Oh no. That's not me. I tried. This one doesn't listen. See, this one's like a brick wall at times.
Yeah, that's like an expression like "don't be a prima donna."
Yeah, and it actually goes back to like opera, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, guys, let's game.
All right, so you're there. Now you're looking for stuff. Now you're going to start checking data terms, or I mean, how are you planning on?
I have a map. I have a map system.
Oh, that's right, you do.
I also have a data terminal connection. I just need a screen. I have the data term link.
Right. So there's, I mean, you're in Union Station, so yes, there's a data term. No problem. Yeah. So you go in, and where's that?
So here's a few questions to set up what my motivations are. How far away is my concert?
Well, I was going to check something here real quick. Okay, so it is.
And how long?
June, it's the middle of June right now. You got about 3 days before the next show she's supposed to put on.
All right.
And it's going to be downtown. Here's where things get sticky. It's going to be downtown, which in this day and age, you get there. Okay, so as you come into LA, you notice there's this river, literally a river that goes into LA, and it's definitely, and it's very deep gorge. It's kind of like not quite the Grand Canyon by any stretch of the imagination, but
okay,
this is 100 or so feet down, and it is a not volcanic. It is a fissure from the earthquake that happened in the mid 90s, late 90s, I should say, that tore the city apart. So you figure out from looking at the data term that this it's going to take place in the what is now the Staples Center, and I mean nowadays, 2020. It's, for the sake of argument, it's not Staples Center anymore. It's something else. It's actually it's the Martell Media. How would you call it? Martell Media Center. So it's named after her because she has a huge company, not quite Virgin, type size, but fairly close. Again, she's also an owner of a football team, so big deal. She's going to be putting on the show in her own, basically her own auditorium, and but that is inside the fortress, as it's collectively known. So you're going to find a way to get yourself into the corporate sector, which is, past the walls. There are only 2 ways in. Sorry, 3. There's train, so monorail actually. There's a monorail system that'll get you in and out. Not nearly as fast as high speed you just took to get here, but it's fairly speedy. But so you've got that. You've got boat, which is not likely to happen because it's usually freighters and stuff. And then you've got and then you have the by air. So
okay,
the freeway and the old freeways that used to lead into here have all been either collapsed or they're mined, and they have they're electronically controlled landmines that only certain trucks can go through, and you've got to have chips and whatnot to get across it. So think Escape from New York in reverse.
Yeah.
So instead of locking away all the undesirables
so it's like Escape.
All the really truly undesirables, aka the corporate types, they all live there, and all the lesser desired are outside of it.
I do like that you reference Escape from New York
instead of very old, so
I don't know.
All right,
Escape from LA.
In the game, I need to. Nez has to. He's like, hey, Mikhail, can we talk for a minute?
Yeah, sure. But you know what? Let's go have some food. I am starving. That train has shit.
That's a good idea. Let's see if we can find something up this way. It looks like there's probably something in this direction, maybe.
Actually,
do you want to eat in the train
you know
station,
what?
or you can head outside?
Okay, so we head outside and then start making our way towards the restaurant.
Actually, before anything, I'm at a data term. I quickly looked for there's a Russian community. Is there a Pilmeny shop? I want some Pilmeny.
Oh yes, there's a. I used to know the name of the place. I can't have to like me remember it now, but
never had it before, Mikhail. I think I'll have what you're having.
There's a restaurant in town that comes up. It's you effectively get the current version of whatever a Yelp review would be. It comes up and you find a decent stuff place or whatever. Well, you can go to the Russian tea room. That's one place you could go, but that's that didn't actually have as good a place as a place called Lenin's.
Lenin's, I like it. Let's go.
All right. Mikhail, as we're walking, I'm just going to talk to you for a minute.
Yeah.
I know you're really. I think Martell is awesome, and I would love to go to the concert with you. And I feel like we made a kind of a bond there in the train station, but I'm actually here on a personal matter. I need to make a phone call as soon as we get to the restaurant. I need to have a conversation with my ex-girlfriend, Valentine.
All right, buddy.
That's the reason why I came to LA.
All right. Well, if you need anything, you let me know. I have to get the roots. Crap. Rooted. I need to get connections. I'm probably going to be staying in LA for some time.
Well, I don't have a lot of money. Maybe until I know where Valentine is and I can locate her, we can just stay together and split a room or something, maybe.
It sounds agreeable.
Okay, that sounds good. So let's get something to eat.
Yeah. So I'm assuming outside of the train station are either going to be some rent-a-cars or just some waiting taxis?
No, but there are. You see the automated taxis, the robo ones.
Robocars.
Yeah, driverless cars basically.
So is it like a thing where if he just tells me the address, I know how to get there? So
think it that way. The cars are basically kind of like you walk up, you swipe your card, you basically get in the vehicle. A little AI basically asks, "Where would you like to go?" You swipe your card. You swipe your card. You swipe your card, just effectively to tell it where you're going. To start the meter. You tell it where you're going, and then it drives you there.
That's cool.
So that's one way to do it. Now there are actual driver. There are also cabbies if you want to go with one of those too. But
I'd rather deal with a machine.
You know what? I straight up shout out in Russian for a cab, and then I shout out again in Ukrainian.
Okay.
If I get a response, they get my money.
You get nothing.
All right, let's take a robo.
Shut up back there.
I'm gonna do the two-fingered whistle.
All right. 6 driverless cars go and they open up. And then you hear this cacophony of where would you like to go today? Where would you like to go today?
Come on, Mikhail, let's get in.
All right, I pick a random car. Trunk accessible. If it is, I throw the duffel bag in there. If not,
they're like small SUVs. Like a Ford Escape style, about that size.
As I'm putting my duffel bag in the trunk with his stuff, I'm gonna put my gun into my pants.
Okay. Like everybody else in town.
Yeah. We're in LA now. I take out my Mac 14 and I put it in a shoulder sling.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave my assault rifle in my in my duffel bag for now.
As you guys are getting in the vehicle, you see the doors closed, and it says the doors close, the lights come on, and you notice that this vehicle doesn't have windows. It has screens. So you can see windows, but you're bulletproof.
I like that.
Basically. And it asks you to, present your card, basically pay for it, put it in the destination, you put it in the destination, then it takes off.
I pay for it. Get us the linens.
The ride is going to be $25.
Okay, I'll put up half.
All right, so you guys get there. Once you get there,
I refuse his money.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Get out. Please have a pleasant day. And the doors close and it drives off.
All right. So you've never had tilmini?
No.
It's dumpling, but
I love dumplings.
But better.
But better. Nice. You walk in, the first thing you are assailed by is the smell of pierogies.
Especially because I have olfactory booster.
Oh God. Yeah, you're like, whoa. Luckily, the olfactory boosters do have a built-in kind of like anti-dazzle type thing. Otherwise, you would be knocked on your ass.
Okay, I'm gonna excuse myself for a second.
Really
I'm gonna excuse myself for a second and make my phone call.
All right. The decor, by the way, when you walk in, the decor is like 80s Soviet Russia.
Oh, I love it.
It looks like you're in, actually, not even 80s, really. It's a weird mishmash of, like, there's a big giant painting, well, pseudo painting. It's not really a painting, it's actually a print, but it looks like a painting of Lenin, standing up there on the wall. There's propaganda, old Soviet propaganda all over the place. Inside of it looks like it used to be like a hangar or a bomb shelter.
Uh-huh.
So they really are just totally owning the old Soviet vibe.
Yeah, I feel like I'm home.
all of the waiters are dressed in gray, like these drab gray, awful looking, almost uniform. I mean, it's a uniform, obviously, but it has it looks like fatigues and they literally look like something out of a bread line from a 1987 propaganda film from the U.S. What Russians are supposed to look like, not what they actually look like.
Do we see it ourselves, or is there a mater?
Oh yeah, no, it's a seat yourself, and then
all right.
Waitress walks over, hands you guys a couple of menus. She's like, "I'll give you a few minutes. I'll be right back."
No, hold on.
She stopped. Yes. Da?
What?
I need a bottle of kvass and a plate of pierogies before I even look at the menu.
You wish pierogies or pierogies?
Out of character, I forget. What's the difference? What's the actual difference between a pierogi and a pierogi?
Not much. Pierogies usually have meat in them. Pierogies do not. They tend to be potato, cheese, that kind of stuff, and usually with onions and stuff on them. Pierogies are usually like they're both a stuffed pasta type thing, but the other one usually has like loose like beef or whatever.
Yeah. I guess I know that stuff because of my memory chip, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll
throw that in with your Russian language, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna say I'll have what you're having, but I like mine with meat.
We'll take 2 plates of each.
All right, you get a plate of each.
And kvass.
So they bring you food. So you're gonna go off and make your phone call.
Yeah.
All right, Nance, go ahead.
Okay, so like, what do I do?
Okay, so what are you trying to do? You're just gonna try to call Valentine?
I'm gonna call. She either gave me an email. For some reason, she told me to come to LA.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why she wanted me to come to LA. I don't know if she's in some kind of danger or if she's just wants
to. Try to give her a call and see what's going on.
Yeah, this is where I'm gonna find out what's happening.
You get it goes straight to voicemail.
Okay.
So are you gonna leave a message or hang up or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Hey Valentine, I'm back in town. I'm in town, and I need you to call. Do I have a cell phone?
Yeah, everybody's got something. The equivalent of I'll say you've got the equivalent of a phone.
Okay, so I guess I don't have to be at a phone booth to make this call then.
Oh hell no.
Okay, so I'm just sitting at the table and I'm making my call. I'm gonna leave her a message. I'm gonna say, this is Naz.
If you do find a phone booth, but it's purely decorative.
All I'm gonna say is this is Naz. I need you to call me as soon as you can.
Okay. So
make sure you call me. It's very important, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. So you go back to the table. By the time you get back to the table, you pass by as you're walking around. You bump into this young black dude who's wearing. He looks kind of street. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
He's similarly dressed to Mikhail, only classier.
Boy.
He makes his look good. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
well, it's because he's got the higher grade fashion, stuff. That's all. He's got the urban chic going on. So the guy standing there, he looks at you and he just kind of like, you look at him and you're kind of like, okay, you kind of bump into, oh, sorry, kind of thing. And he's like, yeah, no problem. Okay, Naz. And he just walks away.
By the time you come back, I'm probably already halfway through a plate of pierogies.
Yep. Yeah, because they're not very big. Pierogies are about the size of ravioli.
Oh yeah,
they're a big ravioli, but they're
They're chunky.
Mikhail, this smells delicious.
I love them.
What'd you say? Sorry.
Mikhail, this smells delicious.
How is it?
Tasty.
Oh,
Marcus. Oh, it's phenomenal. All right.
It's phenomenal.
It's very good.
There's a reason why they got 5 stars.
Yep. It's very good. But of course I have to wonder, are they authentic?
Well, hopefully I'll get a call within the next hour or two. It's not like her to not call me back, so I guess, what do you want to do during the time being?
Well, I'm planning to stay in LA for probably a few months. I don't have enough cash to last me that long. So my plan, settle down, get some connections established, maybe find some work. A good place to start in my book is a very good Russian restaurant.
Well, I don't know how long I'm going to be here.
You had
I left Detroit City, and I just want to take some time away from all the gang violence in my city, but I know that I know it's probably just as bad here. So,
you're befriending a gangster right now.
The only thing, Mikhail, the only thing that I really want to do is trying to earn some money, so that I can stay here for as long as I need to.
All right. If I see a waiter or waitress pass by, I actually call them over.
Okay, same one that was there before. Cute girl, short brown hair. You're like,
I pull out
because she actually got brown hair.
Yeah. I pull out 100 Eddies.
People in the restaurant with hair colors that are clearly not natural.
Oh yeah. I actually hold up 100 Eddies between 2 fingers at her, like pointing at her.
You got her attention.
I'd like to speak to the owner.
Of course. One moment, though. She disappears. Comes back. This very large, and I mean wide, not tall, dude with a huge, God, the heck is his name? Did you ever watch Into the Badlands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you remember Baji?
No, off the top of my head.
Big, heavy-set, bearded. Let me see if I can find a picture of him. Real quick.
We got 5 minutes.
Yeah. Anyway, he comes over. He's like, "Yeah, what can I do for you?" He does not have a Russian accent at all. In fact, he's English.
Oh, Nick Frost's character. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to say.
Yeah, Nick Frost.
Job well done. Absolutely fantastic. The Roma's as good as it was in Russia.
Well,
Now,
glad you
if
like
I,
it.
thank you. You might not be the right person to ask, but if I'm looking to find more authentic Russian things and people, where would I go? I'm trying to do a little bit of a kind of a street deal.
I put his picture in the Discord so you get an idea what it looks like.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Thanks.
I'm trying to do a bit of a
fantastic.
I'm trying to do a bit of a street deal, and basically,
Okay.
does this guy have any connections, any leads that I could follow to find somebody that would have?
He's running a Russian restaurant in Los Angeles. There's no way he doesn't have any connections. So.
Yeah, that's why I figured a Tell Mini shop would be a very good start.
Yep. And I finally figured out where your character sheets were. They were on my desktop. That's why they kept disappearing when I called them up, because they're pop-outs. So I don't even need the main window open. Right? Look at it right there. They're all good. So anyway, yeah. So he go ahead, just make a street deal. Cool.
10.
You rolled a 10?
I rolled a 10.
Sweet. Roll again.
All right, 3, 13.
Explosion.
Where's my skills? There you go. 9.
Yeah, 9 plus 6 is 15. Plus whatever you roll on your dice.
Yeah, hold on. 26.
26. So, all right, well, if you're looking for what are you looking for? You looking for what?
I'm looking for work and connections, shops, dealers, everything.
I have a few things that we can do for you. Here's a name.
If there's an Organetskaya branch here, that's what I'm looking for.
Don't talk about that here. No.
Apologies.
He's like, he just looks at you like he just slapped you across the face mentally. Like, wrong with you?
I guess I don't know what that means, but I don't know if my character does.
Maybe not. Not from like a standard Russian ship.
Organetskaya is basically a Russian mob, so.
Okay, yeah.
Like super mob.
I mean, Organetskaya literally is the Russian word for organization.
Okay.
So it's the organization. So, but he literally, like I said, there's no question when you both, it doesn't matter how clueless you are. You see him, he just gives you a look, Mikhail. He gives you a look that you go, okay, yeah, that was dumb. Why did I just say that? Suddenly felt like your mother just yelled at you. And then hit you with a steel ruler. But anyway, he looks at you like, zip it, Dr. Evil style. But anyway, he looks at you and he just kind of just goes, all right, here. And he says, give me your phone. Takes your phone and then hands it back to you. Like, he literally touches it with his fingers, hands it back to you. All right, there's a number in there. Call him. He'll be in touch. He'll get you work.
Thank you. Wonderful food.
Now, you have a place to stay.
No, I don't. Not yet.
All right, well, we have a flop house down the street. I don't have anything here, but there's a place down the street. There's hotels. Depends on what you like. What you want to pay for.
Someplace discreet.
Flop house. He just points down. He's like 2 blocks up, 1 block over.
All right, thank you. And I extend my hand to him. Ethan.
He like wipes off like food grease and crap off his hands and then shakes it. his outfit, clearly he's also the cook, because he's just covered in food grease and splatter, and so
I'm just gonna say have a nice day.
He just kind of basically effectively tips his hat to you, kind of, even though he's not actually wearing one. Mind you, he's also not wearing a beard net, he's not wearing a hairnet, and he's not wearing gloves. So, not the most sanitary looking person. But then again, he may have taken that crap off in the back when he came out front. So
yeah. All right. Na svidaniya.
He just kind of waves. And he goes to the back.
All right, so we start walking down the street.
Yep.
I get another order to go, but then yes, and I also settle the tab.
All right, spend $30.
All right.
And when you guys go around the corner, there's this like hostel type place. I mean, he wasn't kidding about a flop house. It's
Yeah.
cheap, low end place. It does have a sign out front that says vacancy.
I head over to a head office if there is one.
You see there's a very bored looking, sort of middle-aged, middle 30s, scruffy, really kind of down on his luck looking kind of guy. Cigarette hanging out of his mouth. He just looks at you and goes, and he taps he smacks the desk, and the screen kind of flickers on, and there's a touch screen there for you to sign in. 5 a night.
Wait, what did he say? Sorry.
He says 5 a night.
5 a
No
night.
money, no food. Feed yourself. Keep the noise down, or throw your ass out. And he's not even looking at any of you at all. He's like reading something on some website.
I pull out 50 eddies, put them on the table. I want a room at the end of hallway.
He just takes the money. It disappears and like, bam. Clearly, he knows what he's doing. It disappears, and he just kind of goes, taps on the screen there. 3C, end of the hall.
All right. I
Mikhail.
sign the fake name, Ethan.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I keep calling you Mikhail. I gotta remember that you introduce yourself as Ethan.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyways, I'm talking to
Great
Alex's
cover you
character.
got going there.
My I don't even. I shouldn't have ever known that his name was Mikhail, but
Yeah,
well,
I
you're
haven't ever
still,
introduced it, so I haven't been caring that much.
okay, Ethan. You certainly have a way with people.
I literally just laugh. Duh.
So you guys going down the hall?
I head down to 3C. So we get to the room. Is there anything like?
There's
is it
a
an
window.
inside hallway
There's
or
a
outside?
window at the end of the hall, which leads to an alley,
Huh?
and then there's your door. There is another room on the other side, opposite the hall, but
Are there any like potted plants or anything like that in the hallway?
no. Potted plants, please. It wouldn't survive in this room. It'd have to be fake.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna.
Your decor is good old fashioned. What do you call it?
Drunk
No.
people.
Yeah, no. Your decor is grunge, grime, dirt. You think you saw a rat, but you're not sure. It could have been a cat. It was that big.
Basically, I'm looking for detritus or some kind of thing to hide an object behind.
Gotcha. Well, there's some pile in the trash, and there's some pile of trash near the window.
All right, in the pile of trash in the window, or kind of nestled up against it, I actually quickly install a little motion sensor that I have
Cool.
to basically just trigger if anything gets within 2 feet of the door.
Okay. No problem.
Hey,
So
I like
you're hiding
that.
whatever it is you're hiding.
You know those come in handy, Ethan.
Oh, they do. They come very much in handy.
I'm
Something.
just gonna kick back here and take a nap. I'm gonna wait for either Valentine to call me, or I'm gonna wait a few hours and go to her apartment.
All right, I'm honestly going to just get comfortable.
And I
Maybe
guess
order
that would be a
delivery.
good place to end our adventure for today.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say, you open the door to the thing, and sitting on the couch is the guy who was in the guy who bumped into you, Naz.
Yeah.
Same black dude there. Good old Michael B. Jordan, by the way.
Okay.
He's sitting there, and he's like, "Sup, dude?" And that's where we ended.
Okay.
All right.
So he's there.
He says, "Sup, Naz?"
He knows my name.
Yeah, he actually said you didn't catch it. My kid caught it, but you didn't.
No, I heard him say it earlier, but I thought that you were just saying that. I didn't know.
He said it to you, so.
I wonder if he overheard. I wonder if he overheard Ethan talking to me, or if.
Yeah, you have no idea who this guy is, but he definitely knows who you are.
I don't know.
guess
if
I'm
I
just.
actually since we got to LA. I could be. I don't know. I probably did.
I'm probably gonna be reaching for my gun at this point, but we'll see.
Oh, you think I'm not?
He just looks at you and goes, "Sup, Naz?" You guys are standing in the doorway. He just goes, "Sup, Naz?"
I don't want to stop. I want to keep playing now. Okay.
Too bad.
This is fun. This is fun.
Just like it's like a good episode of TV. All of a sudden, the credits roll, and you're like, "That's it? Come on, man! Oh man, is it over?"
Oh, I'm gonna be so looking forward to playing more next week. Okay.
That's nice.
All right, man.
This has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being a good GM and a great player to play with.
I'm glad the rust is coming off.
You're doing great.
I really loved. What did you think? Just to recap, what did you think of the train scene?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, my character didn't do as much as I would like, but he was very characteristic of what I'd expect a Russian fixer to do, which is fight a little bit, hide a little bit, basically just try to talk his way out of it as much as possible.
And what do you think about my character?
Or buy your way out of it.
Dude, there are very few doors in Cyberpunk that can't be greased a bit with some money.
Oh, hell yeah.
Everybody needs it. Yeah.
I mean, even people want to kill you sometimes. Be like,
oh yeah, like you got to be very careful with who it is. But most of the people we've been interacting with, service people. If you're working service, if you're working customer service, hospitality, anything like that, the money goes quick.
Yeah.
Trust me, I work in customer service. I know.
Now, I start trying to flaunt that money at corporate security or cops. That's when the bad shit happens.
Yeah.
Gang members.
Yeah, you wave that kind of money at gangers, and they're gonna go, "Oh, cool, he's got money."
Exactly. In fact, you got to be careful because if I flash money too much, even at other people, too many gangers see it, that makes me a target regardless.
Exactly.
I'm very well aware of the position I'm putting myself in, but at the same time, I need to establish quick once I arrive in the city. So that's the goal, and that's what's happening.
And luckily, Naz looks like he can back it up. So,
if Naz can't back it up, I do have an armor piercing SMG for a reason.
Yeah, you are carrying a small, assault rifle effectively. I mean, that thing fires some very large bullets.
Yeah, well, it's fucking. Which one was that? I think it was a 4D6 weapon.
I don't remember. I just closed.
Yeah, 4D6 plus 1, and I have both regular and armor piercing for it.
Yeah, that'll be entertaining once it starts rattling off.
Yeah, I apologize in advance, but
you're gonna be like.
Exactly. Yeah, my guy's going full auto. That's the whole.
Look, best bet. No, you guys are like a good combination there.
I think it's a good dynamic for sure.
Exactly, balance each other nicely.
Yeah. All right. Well,
you got the face man and the fist man.
Was that because of the gut punch?
Yeah, well, I love the gut punch. He just kind of looked at you like, that was a bad choice on your part, pal.
Was it though?
It was fight or flight, man.
Mind you, he wasn't watching out for Granny McCree there. So
yeah, that was great when she got him with the she got him in the neck.
You gotta find a way to take fumbles and make them interesting instead of just because especially in this game where fumbles, it's extremely dynamic. Fumbles and crits, because they're a 10% chance to get either one. It can get really dynamic really, really fast. And so
I remember one time
you got to play with them.
D&D and somebody got a fumble, fell out of a tree and broke his leg, and then killed one of our other party members because he got a crit on her.
Nice. So, but I like to take fumbles and turn them into sometimes more environmental related rather than you shot yourself or you break your arm, you slip and fall. It's not always.
He was sitting in a tree, so it was pretty obvious to say you fell out.
In the matter of circumstances, it's not always about you.
Yep.